Hi, everybody.
What's up, everybody?
Howdy do.
What's going on, Jody?
We just got set up here at Watts Bar, and we're up on the shallow trying to get some dinks. See what we can catch.
How
If we
long you
can't
guys
catch any, we'll go some deep water.
How long you guys been set up there?
Not too long because we lost anchor and had to drive back down. So
Gotcha.
maybe I think probably about 5 minutes altogether.
Yeah,
with all the lines out.
yeah, not long.
You guys been there since 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and you're just now getting lines out?
No.
We had some lines out down yonder.
Oh, I got you. Just no
What
bites yet.
What are you calling me out for? Huh? You're supposed to be a help.
I am helping. Look, well, I'm getting ready to go through and start saying some hellos to these folks that are hanging out over here waiting to see what you guys are up to. First of all, who you got on the boat with you tonight?
Get up here, Kyles.
Hey, everybody.
There she is.
I'm here.
Last time we seen you two together, we went straight to a 40-pounder on the deck.
No, let's do that again.
Let's do it again. What? It just went dark. The lights are gone.
It'll come back.
While you guys are figuring that all out, we'll say hello. We got Danny Stone hanging out here with us. We got Real and Virtual Outdoors, Andy A, Bugman 22, Sampy's in the house. What's up, buddy? Ronnie Moore, Lee Evans. He was on screen, and as soon as I showed up, he ran. He gone. I don't know.
He hightailed it.
I've taken it personally now.
Yeah, me too.
Clayton the Fishing Nut, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Annette Morgan, hello, hello, hello. Tom, tonight's episode is sponsored by Oscar Mayer. Pork Chops in the house, what's going on? Hello, thanks for stopping in.
Lay them out so we can get them big bag.
We got Rustic Outdoors.
I got some of it.
Everybody's shooting hellos back and forth, back and forth. Let's see. Danny said, I wanted to get here early to get through the fellas before these two goofball girls show up.
Who said that? Danny?
Yeah.
Yep. He'll pay for that one.
Uh-oh.
Silver Fox Fishing Sandy's in the house. What's going on, Sandy?
Hey, Sandy.
Local 336 in the house representing as well. We got Joy Stewart here as well, cheering on the ladies. We got some girl power going on. We got Ernie the Hog Snatcher tuning in.
Hey, Ernie.
Let's see who else we got. We got Daryl over at Trophy Seeker Outdoors. What's going on? Look out, Roger. Her claws are out. Ooh, shit, I ain't scared. We got my brother from Ohio, Dale Hayslip. What's going on, buddy? We got Chris Everett. Look, there's pouring in now. Small Time Outdoors, Whiskers and Stripes. Michelle's watching as well. It's all mine. She said, hi, girls. Roger, you're looking better. I was feeling pretty bad. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. I got my taste back. It's been kind of in and out. I could taste for like a couple hours and then gone all day.
Oh, no.
Today I've been able to, I can taste.
Your hair's not my sweater.
I'm happy. Tim Donna's in the house as well.
You're not close enough.
See, we got Van in the house. Hello, Jody. Cost Roger just got in.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Van.
Let's see. Saying hi to Rico.
Rico.
Florida Channel Catfishing.
Hey, Sandra.
Sandra's tuning in. I think I got to the bottom. Now, we'll probably have a little slow start with head count just because Panfish Nation is still going on with Luke Hedges.
Yeah.
And Luke is a big deal. He's a star. And I'm sure we'll get some more heads popping in as the evening progresses. We got Dallas Libert.
Hey, Dallas.
Libere. Good evening, y'all. Good luck, ladies.
We need it.
Dave Garcher's in the house. All right, so where are you guys fishing at tonight?
I don't know. What's bars? I'll tell you.
Are you shitting me?
I found this spot the other night that had a bunch of small fish in it on top of a ledge.
All
And they
right.
was hitting left and right, so I come back to it. I marked it and I come back to it.
So you're sitting on Watts Bar.
Yeah.
You sitting on the lake, or are you up into one of the rivers? You up in where you at?
I'm in the main channel up on the flat.
Up on the flat on the main channel.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Where the
And
bars are drawn.
so what kind of depth are you at on this flat? Is this the one where you said it was deep in front and then it had the flat and then deep in the back behind it?
Well, I'm in 11 foot right now.
11?
Yeah. Trust me, it goes to 1.5. We found that earlier.
Oh,
Yeah.
but you just said you're in the middle of the channel.
Yeah, but it gets shallow when it's deep here, and then you come across the flat, and it gets deep again. You have to cross this flat to get to the other deep side. And
Okay.
yeah.
So is the other deep side a secondary channel?
Yes. So
Aha.
come to go up front and stand to get the motor up. To back up.
Oh boy. So
and I got it reversed, and I went there and stood with her, and we just let the boat go. To get off of the 1.5.
Hey, we got off of it. That's all that matters.
So are you guys anywhere near Kingston?
I'm down in Kingston. I'll be at steam plant in probably about 6 minutes.
Okay. Whiskers and Stripes was asking.
Yeah.
So have you looked over? Roger, stop. She's going to break bad on you. Have you looked into the secondary channel?
The secondary channel is where she caught her spoonbill the other day.
Spoonbill?
The fish where the two channels meet.
Yeah, that's where I was getting ready to go.
We are fishing where they meet. We're in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be somewhere the barge comes through and crosses over, though. I've not found that spot.
So does the channel cross the river there? Go from one side to the other? You got a channel swing? You can't see it by looking at it. I don't know what you're looking at.
She has a bail on her pole, and it was dinging.
Oh, we're getting a bite.
Mm-hmm.
We need the camera. We need the camera lower because if you tilt it up higher to see the tips of the poles, it'll be over top of your head. See what right now all we can see is Brenda's butt.
I can't see her.
Shake it. We don't want to see the reels. We want to see the tips.
That. Oh, crap. How's that?
Yeah, that would do it. Just make sure that the camera doesn't get the light just isn't on the screen.
What light? It's a lot.
You've only got one light, honey. You just want to make sure that light isn't facing the camera or on the view there. Yep, that looks good. And then I would tilt the camera more towards the rods just a little bit.
Oh, jeez. So that you have experience with cameras.
We're trying to get that visual there. Have you ever seen one of Chunky's lives? We want to see the rods.
Hey, Roger.
Hey, there's Chunky there. What's up, Stan?
Hey, Chunky.
Roger's giving me a hard time.
I'm trying to make you better. I'm going to scroll back up. I missed a bunch of people by staring at. We got Alvin Lewis in the house as well.
Hey, Alvin.
Catfishing with Cots. Wait a minute. She's multitasking. Fishing with Steve Mosley. What's going on? Mike Turner 712 is also in the house, hanging out with us. Thanks for stopping in. I think I said Chris Everett already, but we'll say it again. We got Down East Tackle. Alvin Lewis.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Clayton.
I said Chucky's in the house. Roger, you're cracking me up. I'm just being. I'll be honest with you. I've been kind of hyper today because I've been sick as a dog for. Well, I was sick as a dog for a few days and just kind of getting over it each day, getting a little bit better. And today I've been feeling pretty good. So Lisa Elliott's in the house as well. Hello, Lisa. Thanks for stopping in. Denise Morgan, Mr. Kitty Whiskers, Andy A. I think I said it before, but just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case. And I think I've caught up.
We got our lines everywhere.
Got line everywhere.
Everywhere.
So
I should be in deep water with all these lines.
Should we? You don't know?
I should be. I should be up here dink hunting.
We'll give Dink about what, 15 more minutes?
What time is it? We'll give these dinks about 30 minutes. And after that, we're going monster hunting.
Quiet man Curtis in the house. What's up, buddy? Curtis, I was real close to coming up to Hoover today, man. The winds weren't bad. Man, it was nice today outside. I really wanted to go to Hoover and drag baits. I was real close, to be honest. I was going to come up there and run that place by myself if I had to. We got Skull Rush in the house as well.
Howdy.
Howdy, howdy. Hello, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there clicking on comments in chat like I can highlight them.
No. I can.
Kevin B, what's going on? Glad you're feeling better. Wait. Glad
Hey,
you're feeling better, Muskrat. Thank you. Somebody said hi to Bex. Did we miss Bex coming in? Oh, yep, there it is. Hey, y'all, Bex here. Can't sleep, so watching. Roger, wish you would have, buddy. But most important, glad to see you feeling better. Thank you, Brand. I appreciate that. I'll be back. I'll be up there here real soon.
howdy do.
I went out earlier and hooked the garden hose up to the boat. Cranked it once, fired, cranked it again, fired right up. Sitting there running. She's
awesome.
Ready to roll. I come to find out that the mechanic that I had to put the new timer base on and coil pack and all the crap I had him do, everything he made a mistake. And I fixed the wiring diagram mistake that he made. And but this one here, he's got the timer base and it should move real freely underneath the flywheel, but it's not. It's hanging up. It's sticking real bad. And it's hanging up real bad, so it's making me – I want to pull the flywheel off, but because it's a $500 part underneath there, I'm going to make the mechanic pull it off and lube it up or make it.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to get you at CatCon, Danny.
Oh, boy. You might be in trouble there. I can't save you.
Yep. Well,
so anyway, I'm going to make the mechanic fix that part. And that'll be the last thing that really needs done for the boat to be just about right. It's just causing it the timing's sticking. So it's not wanting her to come all the way to rest at slow idle, or it doesn't want to go all the way to full idle. So George, what's up, George? Sunfish Assassin, what's going on? Big Slim 91's in the house. Oh, Curtis said hello, pretty Jody.
Aw, he's so sweet.
Hey, I will say that you was wearing red last night, and that's the first time I think I've ever seen you wearing anything other than black.
Was I in red last night?
We thought that he was going for the whole gothic thing or something. I don't know.
I dressed up for Michael.
Oh, glad you got your boat fixed, Roger. That's awesome. Yeah. Daryl, as soon as I get this timer base freed up, I don't know what he's done underneath there. I know you're supposed to add white lithium grease, and I don't see any. So I don't know if that's it, or if he's got something in a bind, or if he's crushed or bang. So that's why I don't want to take it apart. I want him to take it apart and fix it because he did it. And if there's a problem, then he ain't going to say, well, it wasn't like that when I did it. So, but boat's running good enough for now. We'll let that.
Does that comment say bait or boat?
Boat. What kind of boat tonight, Jody? I don't know why.
It's a pontoon.
Here's your sign.
You want a tour?
Take the comment off first.
Okay. Let's see. Get that.
Abort. What? I don't know what she's doing. Well, I hope he didn't fix it like he did the wiring. Well, are you being a smart aleck?
Hey, there you go. First, we have this little love seat.
A love seat?
Yeah. Cause is sitting on it, and under cause is a bait bucket with water, live well. Then we have this gate. Hello. A seat and another seat. Another gate, and all these poles. And then it's my favorite, rod holders. Hey, much to see, it's just a pontoon. That's the best thing with it, the heater. But that's it. That was a tour.
It looks like a fishing rig to me.
Yep. One bad mama jamma.
All right, tilt the camera up so we can see the tips of the rods. Higher. There we go. Now we can't see that rod anyway, really, so go to the left. Go to the other side. Your other left. Oh, yeah, now we're talking. Yahtzee. What are you doing? Go back. Go back. Oh, man. I'm coming down there. This is ridiculous.
How's that?
No, you're not listening.
No, of course.
To the left.
Which left? Right, left.
Port side. Go port side. A little bit more. We can't see that far right rod anyway, really. There we go. Now we can see. Oh, yeah. That's the ticket right there.
I had a better photo with my GoPro, but I can't find my GoPro. It's gone.
There you go. What's going on now? See, now one of them rods take off, bent down. We can see it.
Yeah, but you can't see the fish when we get it in on the net.
Well, you have to adjust the camera.
Who's got time to do that if you catch a fish?
Well, listen, if you would have lowered the camera and angled it up at the rods instead of putting it way up in the air and looking down on the rods, I'm just saying.
I'm going to do exactly what I want.
Did we answer the wrong question? It says bait, not boat. Maybe they're asking what kind of bait you guys got.
Just got that in there.
Van said, glad to see you're doing better, Roger, and glad you're getting your boat straight, Van. I am happy.
We got a big skipjack, some bluegill, some chicken, and she brought some spam.
Did she say spam?
Yep.
What the hell?
I brought skipjack.
What the hell's a spam for?
It's a joke from the other night in chat.
I just tell you, if I get hungry enough, it's going to be for me to eat.
What is this baloney?
I didn't got no baloney.
That conversation.
That's baloney right there. We got Mr. Murillo in the house as well. Chrissy Brown.
Howdy.
Buck Williams, what's going on? We got Chuck Fry.
This camera is way too high. I think so too. Roger's got me all screwed up.
You ain't listening to me.
I need Daryl up here.
Daryl, get over there. Help her out. She's a hot mess. You need the camera lower.
Hey.
You need the actual camera lower, not pointing lower.
I'm doing it. Camera. Give me a second.
Uh-oh.
All right. Now, put your right foot in.
And shake it all about.
Put your right foot out.
Cookie. That's what it's all about.
We got Linda Cox in here as well.
Howdy. Ta-da.
Chad's watching. Chad, just be patient. We're having some technical difficulties over there.
How's that?
Yeah, your top of your head looks fantastic.
Hey, I'm working on it.
We can't say a flipping thing.
Perfect.
All right, so we're looking at the floor of the boat just in case a fish lands on it. Everyone ready?
And action. Okay.
Great Scott.
Where are we at?
Camera height down, camera angle higher. Jody's not helping with nausea. You know Bex is sick anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bex. I didn't know that.
You don't giving her seasickness. She's over there now. She got to take Dramamine on top of everything else.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jody makes me so jealous with all that hair, says Daryl. Rex Blocker's in the house. Favor, please put a 1 in chat to nominate Jody for a dance contest. That's what I'm talking about.
I was going to do that one, but they put the time too early at that time. Yep, I was going to do that challenge, but they cut it off too quick.
Oh, is it already cut off?
Yeah, you
did. It's over already?
I believe it's today by 6 you had to have it entered.
Good.
What the fish snatcher?
Yep.
I almost said hog snatcher because I seen Potomac River monsters and Potomac and all these Potomac guys, they just all start and run together. By the way, hello, Potomac River monsters. Caution needs to bring camera down to 4 foot 6 inches and then turn the camera up to the rod tips.
That bag in front of the heater. What bag?
I ain't trying to tear her no more. She's got enough going on in that boat. Last time she was on the boat like this, she done caught her jacket on fire.
You're not supposed to tell that.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Hey, Chucky, I've tried to tell her I gave up.
What?
Nothing.
Hey, Troy. Nice to see you.
Troy, what's up, boy, Troy? Been doing any fishing down that way, buddy? We'll go head out to the Ohio.
Let's go up here and hit big water
Saturday and see if we.
We're going to end hitting the big water. We ain't sitting out here on this little stuff.
Well, I was getting ready to tell you to bring up your Navionics app on your phone.
I'm recording with my phone.
Then disregard that last transmission.
Yeah.
Well, Troy's in the house. Hey, Troy, how you been? Yeah, we haven't seen Troy for a hot minute. That or I'm not hitting the same circle he is. You know, we've got all these different cliques in all these different communities and circles. We're trying to put them all together.
Hey, what? Troy had a loss in his family.
He don't what?
He had someone pass in his family.
That shows you where I'm at in the loop. Hate to hear that, Troy. I'm glad to see you back in chat, though. It feels good to have family hanging out, supporting each other. Chuck Fry says we're just warming up from negative 21 degrees in Wisconsin. Yikes. Well, yeah, 51 degrees here today in Ohio. It was quite nice. I was outside almost all day. I've been stuck in the house for like almost a week, and it felt good to get outside today, get some stuff done. This is better than the Comedy Channel listening to Roger and Jody. Yeah, I'm going to have to tune it down just a little bit. It'll be like John and Dana on here, so I'm going to.
Well, it will never be that bad.
Bex says, look at costs. She's a professional.
She is. She's very good.
Yep. I would hook those hooks. I would run those hooks into an eye.
Oh,
so they're not
getting them up.
Flinging everywhere. You'll shoot your eye out.
I like 3-tie hooks now.
In Arkansas, it was 70 degrees here and getting snow and ice Saturday. Yeah, that sounds like, it doesn't matter where you live in the country. Everyone says the same thing. In Ohio, it's, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. It'll change. But it's the same thing across the whole country. I'm sure some regions are a little bit more dramatic in temperature changes and fluctuation than some others, but overall, we're all dealing with the same stuff. There's Lance, my cool guy, hanging out in chat. Got 60 degrees here today. He was wearing shorts outside. Yeah, buddy. Mr. Murillo says 51 degrees here in Iowa too, and possible 10 inches of snow tomorrow. Yep, that's Iowa. Everybody's saying there's some snow moving into northern Kentucky. I'm not seeing anything in our area. Marlon K. Thanks for stopping in. Richard Summers. Welcome and hello. You just won't learn, Roger. They're about to block the host. Let's see what else we got. Possible 4 inches of snow for Rustic. Pontoon Jody is fishing on Watts Bar Lake tonight. If you've never looked at Watts Bar on a map, it's huge. I mean, it's like flipping huge. And it's not a big mass body of water. It's all kinds of fingerlings and twists and turns. It's the craziest looking lake you ever seen. And when you get out on it, it's just massive. And you have no idea, it's just islands and points everywhere. It's just nonstop twists, turns, points, coves. It's everywhere. It's a little overwhelming when the first time you get down there and kind of look at it from a boat, and you pull out there and you're like, all right, now what? For us, we kind of got pointed in the right direction. On our trip down there, we ran into Catfish Dave, and he kind of pointed us in the right direction, at least on Watts Bar for numbers. We was trying to catch some eaters. If you guys caught that live stream, you guys saw how that went. But Watts Bar is a little bit different kind of beast. I feel more comfortable in rivers and river type scenarios. So, but I love to drag baits. So, yeah, and 3 rivers do combine on Watts Bar. So you got the Clinch River, the Tennessee River, and what's the third river?
Emory.
Oh, Emory, yeah.
Yeah, I got them reeled in, anchors in.
Bugman said he went out to the lake, see where he could go casting, and it had ice on it.
Hey.
You got a different phone. What state is Jody fishing in? She's fishing in East Tennessee. Michelle says there's a monster storm heading in from the north. We should not get it here. It might snow in Atlanta. We may get a good amount when it's going to turn north and slam into the northeast.
I'm gonna mute you.
Fine. Whatever.
Why am I doing up on big screen? I'll leave it there.
You're the show. Nobody. They don't even want to hear me. Really, looking at me is even worse. And training for the draft kind of set me back. I got you. So we're going to make a move here. I'm not sure where she's moving to or if she knows either. But we'll just go along for the ride here as they tiptoe across the water. Quiet man Curtis. Summers, everybody saying hello. Hi. Mark Anthony's in the house. What's up, buddy? Central Valley Adventures. So we are taking a short move. I'm not sure what happened to the lights, the driving lights, but they know what they're doing. Bugman22 says he's going to bed, says good night. So we'll see you later, alligator. I'm not sure if they can hear us. I imagine they can hear me right now, but they got their sound off, because it's just going to be noise. So what do you guys think about the show last night? Mr. Murillo, that was a good time. I enjoyed myself. If you're not already watching Dock Tales on Wednesday nights over on LG Bass's channel, check it out. I really enjoyed it because it was a different type of interview, different questions. To me, it was they're getting a lot more personal, a lot more personal information out of the guests, and you're learning lots of things about people that you never knew before. And so I know we learned a lot about Michael last night. He can't swim. He's the guy that falls in the water all the time, and he can't swim. He likes pickles out of the jar. He even like tater chips. Likes the bologna. I'm putting myself on a spot here, but I know when they had me on the week before, we got into some personal information and stuff I probably haven't shared out before, but good stuff. I like it. I like that. The intimate touch. I don't know if I should say that after 10 o'clock, but Mark Knott, what's going on? Kevin Baker, Nuts and Bolts Fishing. It's all mine. Hello, your videos make me hungry every time I watch. I can tell you, after getting over COVID and finally getting my taste back and getting an appetite, I've got Chips Ahoy cookies laying right here in front of me just because I just like them. I love the details you remembered first there, Raj. Here's the thing. See, I plan on meeting Mr. Murillo at some point in time. If not a cat con, I would love to fish with him. And these are kind of things that stick in my mind. The threat of falling in the water is real. And if he does, you ain't got a whole lot of time to get him out. You better be good. Clayton says, catch a flathead for me, Jody. Old mechanics in the house. Hello. Oh, we got Koss is in chat multitasking. So they're making a move right now. I'm not sure what their game plan was. They were set up on a flat between a channel and a secondary channel. It came up to a very shallow flat, which is actually one of my favorite scenarios. I heard Koss say something in the beginning, and maybe that's where they're moving to, but sooner or later, this point is going to come to the end, and these two channels are going to come back together. And that is what I would expect to be a very good, what I would expect to be a very good location to set up. So, but what we see here and what they see out there, especially what they're mapping, two different things. So we'll see what happens. I'm scared of the dark. Somebody turn the lights on. Daryl, just close your eyes and listen. All right. You just listen to the soothing sounds of my voice as we drift down the Tennessee River, looking for giant blue cats. Although the name of the title was Dinks or something. So she only stuck to the Dink plan for 30 minutes. I don't even know if she went to 30 minutes. Why does Miss Jody sound like Roger? Well, she's got the COVID. I mean, I got the COVID. So my voice is just totally messed up. Roger will guide you. Better open your eyes. Never mind. Open your eyes. So I'm not sure how they're navigating with zero lights whatsoever, or the cameras turn in a different position. I feel like they're closed while they're open. Yeah. Yeah, the name of the title of the tonight's show was Holy Dinkies, CatMan. And she stuck to that game plan for about a solid 20 minutes at best. And she done said, all right, we're going to go look for big fish. Danny Stone says DuckTales number 5 was my favorite episode. I'd have to go back and look and see who was episode 5, but I'm afraid. Dinks and Baloney. That's right. Roger, maybe it's a red. Oh, there we go. Curtis, you might be on to something. It might be red solo cup time. The camera's timed out, or I still think I see something moving on the screen. I don't think the camera's off. And they got the sound off, so we don't have to hear it. That's good. Thanks, Mark Knott. I don't know about that, but I kind of got left alone here at the wheel. Oh, I see something. Barely. I don't know if they're coming up on something there, if that's something in the boat. That looks like something in the water to me. There's a lot of houses and docks around Kingston. I get a feel for where you are on the water. Yeah, I've actually put in at Kingston before. I've fished Watts Bar on the other, down in that end. When we were down there, I put in down in Kingston and then ran upriver and ran up the Clinch River and fished up the Clinch River for at least a few miles, and then came back out to Clinch and down the Tennessee. Fish some of those islands and stuff. That's a stop sign. Holy batshit rat man. Abort. Danny, I had a feeling that number 5 was going to be you, but I was just going to let you tell on yourself. It's a stop sign. Beer 30? Well, it might be. So apparently we're taking a good hard look at this sign, whatever it says. I hope you guys don't think we can read that, because absolutely cannot read that. So here's your sign. Oh, that's her light. That makes a little more sense. The camera's up in the air, and we're looking at her. I'm guessing that's a compact. Oh, look. Here we go. Well, it must not have been the light because the light was on.
Okay.
Oh, boy. What you got going on?
Can you see anything?
I can see some stuff there on the screen. Yeah, I can. I mean, I'm about to get sick, but I can see. So it looks like, are you scanning?
Yeah.
You got 200 feet way too far out. Nope. How deep is your water?
65 foot.
65?
Yeah.
Go to 100 feet.
It was on 100 right there.
That's 100. Oh boy. All right. Well, you're only looking at 40 feet, 35 feet of bank.
Yeah.
All right. That black section on your side scan is water.
Yep.
So if you're scanning, and it looked like you were on the left side of the river because when you had it at 200, looks like you were just off about 150 feet off the bank on the left-hand side.
Yep.
Okay. It's too blurry. I can't read any of that just yet. All right. Now we got a great looking picture. All right. You're moving at 2.3 GPS. Water temps 45. Depth 63 feet. All right. You're going to have to take your side scan out just a little bit farther. Bump it out. If it goes to 125, that'd be perfect. But if it goes clear to 150,
150.
Yeah, just leave it at 150. Move it to your left just a little bit. I'm going to need to see how many kilohertz your side scan's on. No, I need to see the screen. Farther left, farther. All right, there you go. This is perfect. All right, so you got 455 reading left and right. Looks like the bank coming in over on your left. You're either getting closer to it or it's coming out. And then we ain't seeing squat on the bottom. Now you had a decent return on that fish right there, but because it's yellow, it's generally not a scaled fish, and it was suspended pretty high.
Yeah.
So it was about 50 foot of water, and 50 foot of water and 65 feet. That's not typically a catfish. I mean, they will come up that high, but one fish by itself and at 15 feet off the bottom, not typical. Let me get you a chance. Docktails, don't turn it down. How to blast. Sorry, I don't want to ignore chat here, but I do want to kind of watch and see what you guys are looking at and what you're dealing with. Are you getting closer to the bank over there?
Not really.
Okay. Well, that right there is probably a catfish. See how it's purple?
Yeah.
All right. Now that should be a catfish. Now it's on this slope. So I don't know if you're coming up on a ledge or you're getting closer to the bank. It's coming up fast.
Yeah. I'm nowhere near the bank.
Okay. Are you going upriver, downriver?
Up.
You're going upriver, so you're going against the current. Wait, which one is it? Up or down?
Down.
All right. You slowed your boat way down.
Yeah, because I was getting 20. I need to go on the other side of this channel marker.
Oh, okay. So whenever you speed up and slow down, it'll make your images change, and
I got to get over here on the shallow, over to the deeper.
I think it's in find a red arch.
Red arch. Yeah, Daryl. Yeah, red and blue. Red and blue makes up the arches. So you just got one heck of a hump there.
Yep.
See how your side scan picks it up?
Yeah.
So that's reading pretty good. All right, so there you got a fish.
There's a big fish.
Yeah, but it's yellow. And don't look at that screen. Look at your other screen. Look at your down view on the one on your left. You see how those specks are? Look how high up that fish really is.
Yeah.
So it's not common for that to be a catfish. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's not likely. Now that you're in shallower water, so this is the thing we got to get you good at, is now that you're in 20 foot of water, you got to back that back off of 150, because the farther out you go, the tiny, see right there, how when you zoom back out, all those spots showed up?
Yeah.
Because you have more pixels per square inch. Now, when you had it zoomed out, you had so much data on the screen, it compressed it all teeny weeny and you couldn't see a thing. I'm about to puke. All right. So you got good speed. 3.5 is my favorite speed to scan, which for most boats is idle. That's what I'm thinking, Roger. Dang. I don't know about all that, Danny. I play around with these graphs like most kids play with, like their Nintendos and Game Boys and all that. I play with these. So, are you going in a pretty much straight line?
Nope.
No? Okay. I was going to say, you got some weird stuff going on here, getting shallow and deep and shallow and deep. Are you let me know when you're about to where you think you're wanting to start scanning for fish, to fish.
I'll let Cause hold his minute while I get over there.
Where are you going? All right, so it looks like we're on the move right now. So we'll get back on the hunt here in a minute. I'll be honest with you guys, that's one of my favorite things to do is read graph and hunt for fish. A lot of guys ask how do we find fish, or how are we successful in the Ohio River when the Ohio River is so hard to fish? And for us, we really got to rely on our electronics and just old school reading the river, which is one of the reasons I like fishing during the day. At night, I can't see ripples on top of the water. I can't see, different things going on from the bank, from the landscape around me to read the river. So I find it easier to catfish during the day. Now, a lot of times I'll go set up and look at a bunch of stuff and drop waypoints and then go fish it at night, because I've already found everything I need to. Oh, now here we go. Now these look like catfish on the bottom. Get that camera down just a little bit. There we go. Oh, yeah. All right, so these could be catfish just because of their position on the bottom. Your color palette showing yellow is kind of making me curious. I'm looking at the side scan more to see what I see off to the left and right. You guys are killing me with this camera.
Hey, I'm driving. I'm holding my GPS still, my fish finder. I'm driving with my knee, for Christ's sake. All right, whenever you get it straightened out, I'll try to figure it out. Yep, I mark stuff during the day for when I'm ready to night fish those spots. That way I can pull, drop anchor, and chillax. Yeah, Mark, no, that's a good strategy, man. All right, so Are those cats?
They do appear to be. Those ones back there look like they could have been. Your color palette ain't always going to be. I don't always go by color palette. I go more on position and shape. Now you're coming into a bunch of fish stacked together. Those ain't catfish. I don't think they're catfish. Just because of how high they are in the water column. And, they're not really around any structure. If I would guess, I would say those are going to be spoonbill again.
Really?
See how you got a long blue?
Yeah.
In front of or behind each of those marks?
Yeah.
That's the bill.
Oh.
Usually.
Same one you caught the other night.
Do me a favor and back your side scan down to 100 feet again. I know it kind of contradicts what we were doing earlier, but oh man, barely. All right, keep it on the side scan for me. There we go. All right, this is what I thought was getting ready to happen. Yep. You in a pile of fish, and they're on top of each other.
What is that?
I don't know. You can't hold the camera still long enough for me to make it out.
Holy moly.
That's a whole bunch. 63 feet. I don't know. Whatever it is a lot. I don't think they're catfish, to be completely honest with you. They're stacked up too high in the water column. It's possible they could be crappie. They could even be shad. I can't really see the screen now. I don't know what you did different, but I can't see.
Oh, now. A little bit more down. See, I can't see. I'm in the back.
See, you got a bridge or something right there. You got something there on the right.
Look, that's what he's saying. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah. Yeah, these are not catfish. I don't know what they are. They're not catfish.
Good Lord. That's a bunch.
Might as well go on.
It's, man, 62 feet of water. It's hard to tell. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with you guys' water to tell. I mean, you guys don't have white perch, do you?
I guess somewhere. I've seen people fish for them. I've never seen one catch one, but.
Well, the reason they all went blurry is because you stopped. See, all the polka dots were little polka dots in the beginning, but then you stopped and made them all look long, which makes you think they're big, but they're not. It's because you're going 0 miles an hour, or you was.
Yeah. I was thinking about throwing a line down.
That's what you're saying. It takes that to judge.
Anytime you see something like that, and that's what you think, you need to figure out how to drop a waypoint real quick. Are you going upriver or downriver?
I'm going up.
You going upriver?
Yeah.
All right, drop a waypoint at the very end of that, because then you would be throwing back to them. I don't know what you're doing. Don't do all that. Just hit OK. You don't need to edit the waypoint or hit.
Overboard. That's okay.
I'm sorry.
Now what?
I don't know what all buttons you hit. Go back to your normal screen. I don't know if you even dropped the waypoint. Now you're up on 11 feet.
Yeah.
I don't know. So all these fish are stacked up behind that hump. So you went through the.
Hey, I say drop a line and see what happens. Unless you think they're not catfish.
Do you have white perch in there or white bass? Well, white bass, that's a lot
I've
for
got
white.
all kinds of white bass.
Huh?
There's all kinds of white bass here.
Yeah.
It's looking more like something like that, crappie, bass. To me,
Okay.
honestly, you guys could throw a line in there and see what happens.
Get a line. I'll get a pole. We'll
Give it 20 minutes if you want to, just to calm your curiosity. But I'm going to probably put money on it that those are not catfish. That those are good. Those are all a small type of fish.
I've already wasted enough time.
They only look big because you slowed down. Yeah, don't hit that button. It's a self-destruct. Fracture Fix says if she's on Watts Bar, it looks like skipjack. Yeah, I didn't consider that. We don't have skipjack like that here. So
I thought of skipjack too, but I didn't say nothing.
I forgot, completely honest with you. I didn't even think of skipjack. And I don't know how tight they school up. I've never seen skipjack on my monitor really. So That's one that would probably throw me a little bit. Out of, you know, in the end, I don't think they're catfish. Could there be catfish laying down there with them eating? Absolutely. Has is in the house. He says, hit the find a sweet doggy button. It'll do it.
I wish I had one. Where those was at was close to where I got my my personal best.
Brad's got a good comment here. He says, if throw a bait rod. I don't know if you got a bait rod on the boat, something you got small hooks on. You could.
I didn't bring one, but she did.
Take that bait rod and put a little piece of chicken on there and throw it out there and see what you get.
All right, I think we're fixing to hit it again.
Yeah, you're gonna want to anchor up right there at the drop, right there.
I don't guess we'll fish it. If you don't think it's catfish, I ain't gonna waste my time.
Now, I'm quite sure it's not catfish. I won't say that there's no way there's no catfish down there. I'm going to say even if there are catfish down there, you're going to have a hard time competing with that much bait.
Oh, yeah.
Jody, you forgot to turn it off simulator mode.
Is that Freddie?
No, that's Fishing Local 252. So you got Has in the house. Maurice Cason's tuned in. Avid Fisherman's in the house. I've been staring at this monitor. Forgot all about my job is running chat for you. We got.
Hey, we're trying to fish.
Frank, well, you're going back over the same fish.
Yeah, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to the bank.
Hold it still on that on just for a second. No, not there. I don't need to see the buttons.
Hey, I told you I'm steering with my knee.
What's Cost doing?
Read some little cup.
Oh boy. I'm gonna say put her to work. Yeah, I can't quite make it out because you're still running at 3.8 miles an hour, and those aren't showing up as little fish. The arches, I really don't pay a whole lot of attention to. They're pretty thick, but the blobs on your 2D, and on your side scan, they don't look like. To me, they don't look like crappie or perch or skipjack. They look bigger than that, but they don't look like catfish.
Maybe there might be stripes.
Yeah, we don't have stripers either, so I don't know. That's a real good chance, probably. Because they're bigger fish. You could tell by the down imaging.
Don't hit catfish bait.
Well, if you really want to see if you could. Yeah, Robert Andrews. Gar will stack up like that. I've never seen this many gar in one location. I've never seen probably this many fish over 15 pounds in a location like this.
I'm gonna stop here. We're gonna throw a line.
Well, now you got to throw an anchor in 70 feet of water.
Yeah, I know. That's for me.
What kind of current do you have?
I don't know. It's rolling.
Do you know how to tell how fast your current is?
Nobody's never taught me.
I'm getting ready to.
Okay. Well, you spit in the water, right?
Yep. You can spit in the water, or if there's a leaf floating by or whatever. Basically, you get your boat going the same speed as whatever's floating there on the water, and that's going to be how fast your current is.
Okay.
So your fish finder will tell you how fast you're going, right? So you just get your boat going the same speed as the water's going, and the only way to do that is to says throw a cast net. If you throw a cast net 70 feet deep, you ain't catching squat. You run out of rope about, I don't know, 30 feet. Plus it'll be closed unless you're throwing a tape net. Unless you're good. And then you got a tape net and you got 100 foot of rope. Yeah, you caught it. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, that's how you find out how fast your current is. The reason I ask is if you're going to try to anchor in 70 foot of water, you need at least 150 foot of rope. And that's with 1.5 miles an hour current. And you may have more than that, which means you ain't going to anchor there, no matter how hard you try. That's where the big spot lock motors come in handy. I know it's you don't have one yet and it's in the works, but 30 feet if you're lucky. Oh, you're talking about running out of rope? Yeah, my ropes, the ones I get have 30 feet of rope on them. She could step on the ledge and drop anchor in 20 feet. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get her to do, Whiskers and Stripe. I wanted her to go the very front when it got shallow and drop anchor there and throw back into them. She could anchor in that 11, 12 foot or 20 foot of water she was in. There you go, Haz. Spot lock and drop. Wait for a takedown. Big Mike on vacation from live streams. Hey, you got to.
Go back up shallow.
You gonna go head back up on the shallow side?
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I would do. I'm not sure what your current is, but you may have to put out some rope to stay up there. Are you going backwards? I guess she's going to back that thing all the way down through there. Throw a bologna slice down there, Jody, but don't forget to remove the string. Got to not litter the water. Fisherman JBT, what's up, buddy? Oh, Big Mike's been sick. What's up, buddy? Big Mike's in the house. I know about that. I've been not feeling well. Mine only lasted about 4 or 5 days. I know a lot of people getting another round of the COVID, and it ain't going very well for them. Got Kelly Bullock in the house. What's going on, Kelly? How'd you know it was me? I'm not on the screen. There's a deep hole across the lake just above the boat ramp. She may want to scan. She might be able to know what you're talking about. I don't. There's like 30 boat ramps on this lake, probably more. I have no idea. My voice is unique. Oh, thanks, Kelly. Same here. I get my COVID result tomorrow. Been sick off and on all week. Man, I hope not. I've had COVID before, and I was afraid when I got it again, it would be even worse, but just a few days and I'm good to go. My energy level's still not quite 100%, but it ain't bad considering where it's been.
We're going to cast off now because we're down behind them.
Where we got?
We're going to cast straight forward and to that side. Get the boat thing up there.
24 public docks. Woo-wee. What in tarnation? Well, if you guys just tuning in, we ran over a giant school of fish, and
I'm so glad that wasn't on camera.
Oh my goodness.
what?
We will be nothing. Nothing.
I lost my balance.
Oh, that's because she's driving like a crazy person.
I had
throw this in and see which way it goes.
Nah. I know which
Nah,
way
you
it
guys
goes.
are already. I think Mark's in the basement. He's saying, "Let me in, let me in." And there's 2 stands. Actually, he's been here. I think.
What in tarnation is going on?
It's a
Hey,
freak show, man.
you know us.
Give us the wide view.
Yeah,
Joe.
what you got?
Let's see. That's not the right word. Layout.
Danny said she think you just ground up
Like
a bunch
that?
of carp.
Yeah, it sounds like you're chumming.
Make us little. You guys go big. We want.
There we go. That'll work too. Nobody wants to look at me.
I'm trying to
People are looking at me too much these days.
layout.
Somebody in Panfish Station said, "Oh my God, you're everywhere, Mark." Yeah, it's been one of them days.
Thanks for having.
So good. You gotta get that FaceTime out there.
I guess. Oh, Quiet Man Curtis, what's up, buddy? Hello, everybody in chat. I want to say hello to everybody.
How's that?
Perfect.
That's much better.
That's the money shot.
So what's the body count? How many fish we got in the boat?
Nothing.
Oh, come on, Jody. You got this.
Mark, you would have had a heart attack if you were on this back about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. She ran over a ton of fish. Now I'm not convinced they're catfish by any means of the imagination whatsoever, but curiosity is killing the cat and they want to throw bait at them and see what it is.
There you go. Do we know what color they look like on the sonar?
They were yellow.
Yeah.
Blues, yellers, reds.
Yeah, that was mostly yellow, but on the down imaging, they were thick fish. These are not crappie, shad, skipjack. These are 10+ pound fish.
Were they moving fast like stripers? My first question.
I couldn't tell.
Okay.
Her speed varied. When she came into them, she was running 3.5, which is great. But then she went.
Yeah, that's perfect.
But then she stopped. So, and then she got moving again. So it kind of messed things up. But yeah, I'm talking hundreds of fish.
We're gonna find out. You know, Roger, when you're fishing 4 or 5 feet of water, you don't see fish like that. So
yeah, they're setting up. I don't know what part they're setting up on right now, but we was marking fish between 60 and 70 feet deep.
We moved back down to 50 foot.
50? Yeah, you just need to be right where it starts. There you go. Show Mark that screen.
Oh, look at that. I can see them right on the side imaging, right under the boat. Look at that.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing.
That's not nothing.
That's enough to get my juices flowing. Pardon the expression.
You see all that disturbance, all that cloudy looking, whatever.
Yeah,
that's your bubbles.
Bait fish. They're under that bait fish, is what they are from what the looks of it, right? No,
she just gunned it, or she just.
Oh, that's a cavitation. That'll do it.
Yeah. She drove backwards up current to get in position. She fishes out the front of the boat, so the rear end of her boat's facing upriver.
Gotcha.
So she went backwards, and that's her bubbles and stuff passing. We didn't see any bait fish. But
interesting. You won't know till you throw, right, Roger?
That's it. But luckily, Cost brought a bait rod, so I'd say get something out there, kind of small pieces, couple pieces of small chicken or something, throw out there, and see if anything out there will take a hit at it.
Hey, Roger, you getting in on that dance challenge live stream?
Hell no.
Yeah, me neither.
No.
Sorry,
right.
Has.
Yeah, I'm not. I could use the $200 easy, but yeah, I got zero chance of winning that. It's not worth embarrassing myself.
Hey, I saw a T-shirt once that said $20 is $20. But I think they were talking about something else.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I got a snowball's chance in hell in this one. So I know when to take my role. I'm gonna sit on the sidelines and have a good time.
There you go. Uncle Lou in the house. What's going on, Uncle Lou? How you doing?
Uncle Lou, what's going on? You guys would make a good dance team. I don't know. John Parker has the best backup dancer so far.
I'm going to let a little piece of information out here that could come back to haunt me, but I have been to dance lessons.
Oh, wow.
What kind of dance?
It even flared your COVID up, didn't it, Roger? How you feeling?
Yeah, it got me choked up. Man, I'm telling you what, today I feel like $100 compared to what I had been.
Oh, that's good. Glad to hear you're not getting hit as hard as you did before, because you were in bad shape the first time, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was terrible the first time. First 2 days, I thought it was going to be a repeat. And then just like that, man, just turned around. And
my sister's whole family, her husband and her 2 daughters in their 20s, they all got it.
What?
They ran through the house. They're all vaxxed and they got the whatever, the jumper shot, whatever the heck it's called, the booster shot. And it still got them all, and they're in pretty bad shape. They're saying if you got it, you're not, but they were hurting pretty bad there for a little while.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to do politics.
Yeah, we're not.
But yeah, I never got vaccinated. I got, Janice got vaccinated. She actually, they sent her home from work and told her that she couldn't come back till she tested negative. So
that's a Buck Williams just made me laugh. Sorry, I'm not laughing at what you're saying. Buck Williams says, Mark, square dancing in gym class doesn't count. It's funny because I remember we had to do that in gym class. That's why I laughed.
Tim Molina's in the house. Thanks for
Tim the man.
It's such a small footprint. What's the passing reason?
Down there. No, all up here.
There's Stan. Good to see him back in full force tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. It was good hearing his voice and looking normal again. Well, normal being relevant.
See Brad in the house. I'm going to say hello to some people. There's Kelly from the Bullock Experience. There's Danny Stone Outdoors. How you doing, Danny? There's Haz. We talked about him already. Whisker and Stripe. Big John. Catching them fish in the house. What's up? There's Avid. Don R. There you go. How you doing?
Yeah, you're getting a lot of them. I missed. I've been paying attention to their monitor, helping them kind of decipher through their electronics. I missed a lot of folks.
Don R says, Mark, I thought I saw you on the lake drilling a hole. Check out my latest video. I hope that's not some sort of jab. It might be Don. Chuck Fry in the house. How you doing, Chuck? What's going on? CVA, Mark Knott, Whisker and Stripes. I think I said hello already to Quiet Man Curtis. How you doing, bud? Fracture Fix. What's going on? Miss Lisa Elliott. How you doing, dear? Just saying hello to everybody.
We got the fishing chick says, go get him, Jody.
Hey, what's going on, Lisa? How you doing, dear? Jody's got this. There's Fish with Big Mike. I got faith in Jody. JBT's slamming baloney again. You gonna run with that, JBT? The baloney slamming. We got a lot of baloney fans in the house.
I don't know. We got Haz out there. He's still stuck on the square dancing. He says, where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
Out of control.
We could have easily won the dance contest.
Trophy Secret Outdoors. All right. Have a good night.
See you, Daryl.
There's Itty Bitty Kitty Committee. I gotta slow down when I say that one. Clayton the Fishing Nut. There you go. All right. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, I apologize. I'll try and grab you later. All right. So are you guys in place here? Are we fishing yet, Jody, or are you
3 lines out?
Are you playing with Little Debbie's over there?
I don't eat Little Debbie's no more.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I'm just all they got me all worked up on Panfish Nation when Lyle and Luke started going at it. They were having an argument about some stuff there at the end.
Oh, really? We missed it.
A little bit, yeah. They're having a little, not an argument. They're having a discussion about a certain species of fish that I don't want to say because I'll be taxed $2.
Oh boy.
I had to bring bass into it just to distract them, and it worked.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't get Stan started.
Oh, it was a fun show though. We had a good time.
Uncle Lou, that's a mental image I would prefer not to go to bed with tonight. They are using skipjack and chicken for bait tonight.
What are they using?
Frozen skipjack and chicken.
Bluegill. We got bluegill.
And they got bluegill. All right.
I got the bluegill.
There we go. I fixed it. How's that, Roger?
There you go. No more chicken. No chicken. Hey, I'm going to try chicken this weekend. I don't want to, but I don't have any faith in it in cold water. But I got to make sure I've got.
Hey, I'm going to talk. I'm going to try hot dogs on a tip up for Northern Pike probably this weekend. So I got no room to talk.
Is that a thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Has says I don't even know what square dance is, but I remember that song from elementary school.
Elementary school. That was playing in the clubs when I was. Yeah, that's actually an old song, but they turned it into some ridiculous dance tune. I remember that.
Yeah.
Tim Molina says Kaz caught the chicken.
He said with chicks doing small fish. I thought, well.
Kelly says, I hate to put this out there, but a little info. If you have had COVID, please get checked out, especially your lungs checked. That's what killed my brother. His lungs were filled with blood clots. Man, Kelly, that's tough. I did go to the hospital and get checked out, or the urgent care actually, and get checked out. They went through and listened to the lungs. Now, I don't know how they can detect blood clots through. I'm not sure how that would happen, to be honest with you. You'd have to go and get scans, and I'm sure they're not going to do scans unless there's a reason to. So I'm not sure how to.
Who knows? We're real sorry to hear that, Kelly.
Yeah, that's terrible news.
Well, prayers go out to your family, and hopefully you guys will find some solace. It goes better than expected.
Look, my rod's tangled up together again.
Sounds like John and Dana out there. JBT came out in '94, had a hillbilly dancing his arse off.
I think you're right.
Hey, Brad, I seen you asked if I was going to be fishing this weekend. I am definitely fishing Saturday.
I think I'll be on the water Sunday. We're going to try.
I'm actually going to have the muskrat out on the water tomorrow morning. I'm going to go out and look for some bait for Saturday, and I'll probably go see if I can't catch me some crappie or bluegill while I'm out there, just because I can, and the boat's running, so why not?
So what ended up being wrong with the boat, Roger?
The mechanic.
Well, that'll do it.
He had wires crossed come from the coil pack. Now, in his defense, but not his defense, because he's the mechanic that should. They are color coded, so he should have known.
They make manuals for that.
Yeah. Well, on the coil pack, all the ones I've ever put on, the wires are only long enough to go to the coil that it goes to. You can't even get it to go.
This is true.
But on this was a CDI. This is a CDI official part, and the two lead wires were the top one was actually long enough to go to the second. Was long enough to go to the second coil, and he had them mixed. So 2 out of 4 cylinders were firing out of order, and
that's no good.
So I got those fixed, put all new plugs in. Well, now what's happening is the timer base up underneath the flywheel. When you put a new one on, you have to put white lithium grease on it, and there's a way you have to position it in there to allow it to move freely. Mine's not. It's sticking real bad. It's not wanting to move freely, and it's brand new. Now, I could pop the flywheel off and probably lube it up and get it straight in there myself, but because it's a $500 part and he did it, I want him to take it off in case he broke it or something's wrong with it.
Can't say I blame you.
So right now it's running. It won't return back to slow idle very easily. Basically, I have to put a spring on it. I can either get full throttle and not come clear down to slow idle, or get slow idle and not have full throttle. So that's one or the other until I get it fixed.
Brad, I agree. Luke is he's a pretty amazing dude. I look forward to meeting him someday.
My phone's on.
Thanks, Danny. I appreciate that. Where am I going? Brad, I'm going to Paint Creek tomorrow to get bait and crappie. I think the crappie would be on. So I got one cooler for shad and one cooler for crappie or bluegill. I'll take bluegill too. He's going to.
If we don't catch anything, you want to throw a cast net down there?
Yeah.
How deep is it?
50 feet. You're not going to get a cast.
You're not going to get down
I
there.
can tie a rope to it.
It'll be closed before it reaches 50 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, VLB? How you doing?
It'll never make it down there.
You know, Roger, I'm looking at a lot of these names that are coming through these shows, and I think the catfish family's grown. What do you think?
I absolutely think it's grown. I'm seeing new names all the time, and as we get new, like Jody's fairly new, not real new, but fairly new, and she's got a lot of people in her little circle, and the more circles that interlock and link together, the bigger and faster the community's growing. I think it's awesome.
I agree. Sorry about that. I was mesmerized by Jody's hat. It had that glowing band out in front that was freaking me out.
Danny,
Cool.
she's going to use that spam. But you know what? I'm getting a piece of it when she cuts it.
I'm not a big fan of spam.
I'm not either, but I'm hungry.
No, I'm not either. I thought you just picked up something at the gas station.
Them corn dogs weren't no good. I had to throw the bread away.
Oh, that's right. She tore the bread off and just ate the weenie.
I had to find us some better cheddars to burn, but I couldn't find any at the store.
Yeah, see?
I looked for them.
Everybody laughs until they realize that the better cheddars are fantastic fare on the boat.
Howdy, Chuck.
Chuck, what's going on, buddy? Fracture Fix, this is the second time today I've read the name Jerry Clower. How do you say his last name? Jerry Clower Marcel for some reason.
That's dynamite. Yep.
Stan.
Hey,
Stan loves spam.
I like it fried on a sandwich. Well, I'll eat it fried on a sandwich. It ain't my favorite thing, but I will eat it that way.
Yeah, Curtis, I did say something about Hoover. I said I'm going to be up on Hoover within the next 5 days. I guarantee it. I don't know what my weather exactly is, but
there's Clayton.
The river's dropping like, man, it's bad. It's going to be hard fishing Saturday. I ain't going to lie. I know I've been talking shit to Chad because he deserves it. But in reality, we've got a really tough bite coming.
Well, it definitely ain't going backwards.
We're dropping 15 feet in 2 days.
That'll do it. Coming up, not so bad though, right?
What's that?
Coming up isn't as bad as going down.
Right. Either honestly, in my experience, they're the same. That fast, they don't worry about eating. They're in a response mode. Something's happening. I got it. Now the water dropping, I would typically go straight to deep water. I feel that the deep water in our area would probably be beneficial, but
hey, Kelly, good night, man. God bless you and your family, man. You're in our thoughts.
Bye, Kelly.
Kelly, have a good one, brother. If you need anything, let us know.
Catfish regulators in the house. I want to make sure I say hello to my buddy Aaron. How you doing, bud?
Aaron.
Stan said he had better cheddars tonight in my honor. Well,
we like them here. We like them too.
Every now and then I get pictures from folks here in chat. I know Mr. Morello was one, and I think Eric was in. I get pictures of people cheddar betters throughout the week sometimes.
You think I killed enough time here?
I'd say if whatever was down there was going to hit anything you threw.
Yeah. One of the 1,000 would have done.
I don't know if you even got all your bait out. Looks like Costa's still working on something over there.
He's tangled up my dang on poles again. This is the third time.
Push her in.
Next time I'm doing it. I told her can't touch my poles, putting bad juju on them. Tangling my crap up.
I want to introduce Don R to the catfish community. Don R, meet the catfish community.
That's right. Come on in.
So now it has been one blooper reel after another.
Look at this. Donna Stanfield caught 15 blues today on the Ohio River on a small creek mouth and up in a creek today. Good for you.
Yep. Creek mouths, it'd be one of the, because the water's going down, it's pulling water out of those creeks. So it's also pulling the bait out of the creeks. And those fish will sit at the mouths of them, waiting to ambush the bait that comes out.
Conveyor belt.
Yeah, great analogy there. Conveyor belt is just coming out.
James Alba, I was flipping through. I know I've been talking about this a lot, but James Alba, how you doing, buddy? I'm flipping through, of all things, TikTok, and guess whose account I come across?
Who's that?
James is even on TikTok.
Yeah.
I was like, holy smokes! I gave him a follow.
Watch out for Johnsonville. My daughter works there and sometimes tests positive for listeria. What?
Well, anytime you're grinding the meat, you're gonna mix the meat. That's just, trust me, they all have that. We're not gonna go there tonight. That would put a dent in sales, I think.
Roger,
I never get pictures sent to me of bacon, Roger. Never.
Yeah, Rob. Yeah, right. I don't eat that much bacon. I mean, I like bacon, but I'm not.
I eat bacon, but I don't eat it like people think I eat bacon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'll have it 3 times a week, but it's because I got to make 1.5 pounds after I thought, so it doesn't go bad. So it sits in the fridge until I'm ready to have some more.
Whiskers and Stripes. Yeah, he found me on TikTok. Yeah, I finally put a video. I think I've got 3 actual videos on TikTok. One I didn't even know I had. I put a video out like over a year ago on our vacation. It was just a black bear walking down our road, and
that's enough to sell your britches.
What's that?
Seen a black bear in real life?
I did a live stream. I was within probably 15 feet of a black bear.
Were you armed?
No. He was stealing our bags out of the truck. We were packing to leave. I was carrying stuff out to the trunk of the car. When I walked back in the house, he'd come down and grab it out of the trunk of my car and take it in the woods.
A little thief. Sandy, I'm glad you like it. I appreciate you. Thanks to you and Van for that.
Warriors Heart Fishing. That's a newer channel there too, as far as I know. What's up, everybody? The Warriors, it gets my attention,
Look at this. Catfish Regulators is giving you some heat there, Roger.
Uh-oh. I can take it. Where are we at?
He says, hey, Mark, I thought I was somebody today. Roger called me. I was like, what have I done? And he did it by accident.
Yeah, he made a comment in the group chat there for Saturday, and I think he said, what was the size to beat? And I clicked on it because everybody's got a fake name. I couldn't remember which one he was. When I clicked on his name, I called him.
See, Don, everybody's introducing themselves to you. Sometimes all you got to do is ask, speak up. But I know you're not shy on speaking up or not.
Do you know Don?
Don was in here one night when we were doing this with Jody. I think, was it last week or the week before last? And we were a little long in the discussion, and he was more than happy to point that out to us, and we appreciate you for that, Don.
Yeah, some things are just beat with a beating a dead horse. I think just like the Oh, just some of the jokes we got in the community. Like Chris is short. All right, Chris is short. He can't grow. He can't do anything about it. We can come up with something better than that.
Jane Albaugh says, I came face to face with a mountain lion. It just scrolled a mountain lion while fishing last spring. That'll soil your pants.
Yeah, that's.
What the?
I've seen how fast they can swat at you with those claws, and it's no joke.
The biggest thing we got as far as cat around here is like a bobcat, and those don't scare you much.
We had a mountain lion running around the city of Chicago a few years back. They had video of it, everything. The police were chasing it. This thing was so stealthy, the video camera caught it sneaking behind the officers to get away.
Yeah,
I think we watched Fish Burner since Mark missed it.
Oh.
What do you want to do?
Oh, Don was on Lee Evans' panel the other day. Well, there you go.
See him on there. It was nice to see Don on there. I think I've seen him a couple of times since. So
we got Ashlyn Costner. That's a new name for me. I haven't seen that name before. Welcome. Oh, hey, hello. Ashley. Hey, Mom. Oh, that's Costa's daughter. I remember seeing her name in the video. Hey, Cos, if you are listening or can hear me, your daughter's in chat and saying hello. Mark, I'll tell you right now, when they get to scanning again,
Red Solo.
The phone, it goes like this all over the place. It is so frustrating. You're like, hold still. I want to see that.
Oh, you want to tell her, Heidi?
Hey, baby. How are you?
Oh, you're talking to your daughter. I thought you were talking to Roger. Sorry.
Oh.
I'll show Mark them fish and we'll go on somewhere else.
All right.
You can show Mark. Now get it close and hold still.
Yeah.
And not in front of your name tag, because that's getting in the way. Center it. There, down, up.
She doesn't listen. She doesn't take directions very well.
Yeah, that's a lot of fish. So what kind of fish you got in that water?
Whoa. See, look how long that fish is right there, Mark. Of course, I think it's from where she just started.
They could be moving in the opposite direction, though, right? Or am I thinking wrong here?
Yeah, they could be moving any which way, but you can tell by that.
Stripers will group up like that, won't they? But they'll move out of there in a hurry, won't they?
I'm not familiar with striper, to be honest. I don't have any here.
Very nomadic fish. I know in rivers they are, because they're pretty much hit and run. You got to get on them. It'll be a 20-minute bite, and then they're gone.
Well, these are, you see what we're seeing.
I'm seeing, I'm looking at that side scan, and those clouds could say crappie all over them to me. But that doesn't mean those are way too big
that's 63 feet.
Yeah.
And she's got it out to 100 feet zoom.
Yeah, that'd kill them.
So that to me, that means they're too big to be crappie. To mark that good at that depth, and because I'm looking at the down imaging, and the down imaging is where I'm getting my thick, where I think it's looking thick marks. The 2D really doesn't mean much to me. I mean, the colors, but the colors can all depend on her sensitivity. If she has her sensitivity up a little high, it's going to show everything yellow. Because I've only seen one purple or blue fish the whole time she's been out.
I know, just everybody that's like watching in chat. Yeah, if it's not that deep and you see like those spots on your side imaging in the black in the void, which is under the boat, that's what crappie look like. On the side image, though, you would see those swoops like that or the swishes, but they would be stacked on top of one another.
Yep.
You would see stacks, so they're not. But I was just saying that those specks are what they look like on side imaging usually.
Yep.
If you're like buzzing by docks and stuff.
That's what I'll be doing tomorrow. I'm going to look for some crappie tomorrow.
There you go.
After I get some
catfish. We're going to look on. Yeah, we're going to try and do that and some walleye on Sunday. We'll see what happens.
Uncle Lou says he thinks that Freddie set her unit to simulator mode.
That's been known to happen.
Actually,
Yeah,
for
I was told by the people at Russell Marine that that's exactly the fish they use for simulator mode of stripers, ocean striper.
really,
Yep, because they show up like that so well.
yeah, it makes sense. You'd be surprised how good her side imaging looks when she gets back to showing you the screen. You'll notice she's got a GT40 transducer. I don't even know when that came out. That's back here a little ways, but it's still working. James, was it COVID? I think you're talking to Stan.
Yeah, they're talking to Stan.
Yeah.
About 4 hours previous tired. You have a great night there. Hope it's last 5 weeks.
Hey, Jody, you don't have any Asian carp by you, do you?
No.
I didn't think so.
Fracture Fix is heading out. Got to drag the boat 4 hours to go pre-fish on Kerr Lake.
Oh,
Says
nice.
Jody, hope you get slapped by a big fat blue.
I do too.
knocks your hat off.
So, Roger, skip. I know nothing about skipjack. Will they be that deep?
I don't know a whole lot about skipjack either. So I couldn't tell you, but I believe so, yeah.
Okay, because like I'm trying to think what kind of fish in those waters would be piled up like that.
Skipjack was one of the options when we was going through possible fish. Skipjack was one of them. I still think the marks were a little big for skipjack, but I could be wrong. I want to go get some skipjack soon.
Yeah, Brad agrees with you. He says they almost look too big.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a little bit better view the first time around. That wasn't even close to what we saw the first time she went through those. So maybe an indication that they were striper, and they bolted out of there. It's like you said, they move around pretty quick, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
If
Two Old Vets was up and in here, he would know better than any of us. So
who's that?
Two Old Vets, Rob. He's a big striper fisherman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave Smith. I'm thinking white bass or hybrids. Probably hybrids. If white bass were that big, I'd be a happy man.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I don't think they're white bass, but hybrid or striper.
There's another guess. Clayton says gar, maybe. I don't know their habits either. I thought they were shallow water fish, but I could be wrong.
They will move deep water, but the marks are still too thick for gar.
Okay. I guess we'll never know, Roger.
Never know. Have no idea. Those stripers are a great fat.
Uncle Lou, I'm still leaning towards simulator.
She's getting it figured out, though. I see that, they're fishing in an area, an area of pool water that I'm not familiar with any of, that Tennessee River chain. I've gone and fished it, and I've, found fish and caught fish, but as far as knowing the habits of the species of fish in that water, I'm not. So like Andy asked if it could be carp here, we wouldn't see that many carp like that, but there it might be a thing. So I can't really say.
Catfishing with Kyle says stripers are a blast. I bet Catfish Dave begs to differ.
I still want to go target them and try to catch some.
We got them here in the power plant lakes, a couple of them. And I'm, every time I go there, I want to get a big old blue. I got skunked like the 3 times I've made that 2.5 mile walk at Powerton. But I'd have been better off if I went after striper those 3 times because they were on them.
Says Jody is used to swimming. Just tell her to put her scuba gear on. caught one this year larger than my leg. There you go. I've caught a couple actual stripers out of the Ohio River, and they do fight like crazy. They zigzag like real fast. You could tell right away it's definitely not a catfish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're fast and they're powerful, and they, like I said, they zigzag left and right real hard.
Only experience I have with them is growing up on the Tippecanoe River. We had them there. They're wipers, but they were small, and we were catching them just on like rapalas and stuff. But they were fun to catch at the dam and stuff. I imagine if I ever get a chance to go, or when I get a chance to go skipjack fishing, that the ones we were catching will probably fight pretty close to the same as them. Everything that I've seen.
Yeah, skipjack they're in a league of their own, man. They're so fun. They jump clean up out of the water. They just, when you get on some, and I don't know if you've watched any of our videos when we were live down in
I did.
Wilson or Wheeler. Man, those things they get to be a blast.
Welcome, Woman Outdoors. How you doing? Andy A in the house.
Woman Outdoors.
Tennessee has stripers, 50 pounds. That's crazy.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, I want to catch the biggest fish in the water, whatever it is. I don't care. So you got some structure out there to the right. "35 feet. Looking a little, let's see, we're moving 3 mile an hour. We're in 25 foot of water. See, her side scan only goes 50, 100, 150. She can't get it to go anything in between. It's kind of crazy. In 25 foot of water, I'd like to be looking at about 70 feet out. Just so I can get a good look at things.
I'm just answering a couple of private messages here, Roger. I apologize.
Oh, you're good.
Is that
You're
a
good.
no?
What?
What about this place? No?
I don't know. I can't tell anything. You're moving all over the place.
Hold on a minute.
Those ain't catfish, if that's what you're asking me.
The blue butter.
I'm looking at your side scan. What do you got going on to the left? Looks like a hump followed by a drop.
A rock wall.
Hey, Ricky, what's going on, bud?
Get a little bit closer to the screen if you can without getting more jerky. I see a couple fish there off to the very far right. That first piece of structure has one fish to the side of it and two fish behind it.
Behind, I see.
It looks like it, but see, it's 100 feet, so that it's hard to really tell because. No, don't go farther away. Oh, it goes 70. Perfect. Now 70, I might be able to get a better view, but it's not going out far enough to.
Yeah, I think they're just outside of 70 feet. That's the problem.
Yeah. You have to go back to 100. Although it looks like it's starting to go shallower. Now she's coming up on a hump. That'll be fine now.
I'm coming into a shallow back there for some houses. I don't know how far back I can get.
What is it you're trying to go look? I mean, what are you trying to go look for? What is it you're targeting?
Just a cat.
What?
Just a kitty fish.
I know, but are you heading to a channel, a flat, a drop, a creek? What is it that you're heading towards? What is it that you're
This is a cove back here where some houses are.
All right, so you're back in a cove off the main river then.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks like it's getting awfully shallow.
It probably won't be able to go back there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this cove stay shallow like this all the way back, or do you know?
Yeah. And that's where the water drops.
Do what now?
It's shallow before the water drops.
All right, so it's going to get deeper here in a minute.
No, it's going to get even worse.
Drops, I thought meant go deeper, not shallower.
Hey, look, there's Lyle. What's going on, bud?
What's up, Lyle? I wouldn't spend any time back here if it was me. I mean, I'm just unless you get. I would have maybe started out there early on a sunny day.
Yeah.
I don't know what you got going on there. It's just a couple of fish. Unless I started seeing a bunch of bait and your water temperature is actually going down. You was 45 and some change out on the main channel, and now you're 44.
I'm heading back to the channel now. There's your drop.
Look at that, right on the drop. There's some fish. What are they?
What'd you do? Go back out to the main river channel?
Yep.
Hey, Mark, you should take a look at her GPS when she's done.
Oh, you should see what mine looks like. The river's 100 yards deep, and I'm doing figure eights in 100 yards of river.
Depot off the main channel or drop off ledge? Yeah, Donna says she would turn around, get in the creek channel feeding into the river. I don't think that was a creek. It was just a dead end cove.
It was. We're not finding anything to stop on.
Well, that's because you're not targeting anything. You gotta.
I've not been back here since about 6 months.
What's that?
I've not been in this spot in about 6 months back there around the bridge.
Yeah. Danny says she thinks that Jody's just shaking the camera to mess with me. You should have been here. You should have been here at the beginning, Mark. It was a hot mess trying to get these girls to set their camera up right so where we can see everything.
I'll get it figured out. I got faith in those two young ladies.
Fishing Local says I'm getting drunk looking at this.
Yeah. Let's go up to the bridge. I know it's just up there.
Hey, Lyle, I just sent you an emoji, buddy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I almost forgot. I meant to send it to him right after the show.
Yeah. I think I just got seasick, and that has never happened on a boat.
Oh, gosh.
It wasn't me. It was chat. You don't yell at your chat like that.
Have you seen some of my tournament shows, Lyle? Some of my tournament shows, Roger?
Yeah.
I've yelled at some chat people.
Hey, it's her party. She can yell if she wants to.
This is true.
I'll probably end up taking off here in just a few minutes anyway. I've got to get up, or I want to get up early and go get some bait and do some crappie fishing if I can.
I'm heading out to a fishing expo tomorrow.
Are you really?
Yeah, going to meet up with some friends of mine out there. Going to meet. Violet invited me to come out there, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to spend the day out there and then come home, or actually on the way home, I got to go help my dad do something real quick, and then we're going out to a steak dinner tomorrow. A buddy of mine had our birthday last month. We couldn't make it because of family stuff and then vacations and that, so we're going to go celebrate tomorrow night with a good old steak dinner. Get really liquored up and take an Uber home, or have the wives drive us home. So I got that to look forward to.
Okay. That sounds like an eventful day.
Oh yeah, I'm encouraged when it comes to that.
Speakers at the expo, or
there's a bunch. Nobody you guys would know. A lot of local guys and a lot of guys from up north.
I got you. We've got a lot of expos. This is obviously the time of year for that stuff, yep. But we just had one in Cincinnati, and I think you've seen pictures of Kayak Mike and
Ryan Sports. Yeah, Ryan told me all about that.
Chris Souders, Mark Blavelt, a bunch of folks was up there.
Yeah, Ryan messaged me. He's like, hey, yeah, we're hanging out at the booth. I'm over here with Chris Souders. I'm like, tell him I said hello. I think he told me no. Son of a gun.
Yeah, we got Chris coming on the show here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, Chris is a great guest. Very super knowledgeable guy, real nice dude, easygoing. And I'm real happy for him. They had that daughter and now they adopted her biological son. I'm real happy for him. We talked a little bit about that before, the deal happened. He's a good dude. He's
an amazing story
to boot. So what's not to like?
Yeah, I'll be honest. And I've said it all along that a lot of what I've learned from Chris. Chris's teaching and his ability to explain things is second to nobody. Well, maybe not nobody, but Chris is awesome. If you guys aren't subscribed or haven't checked out Chris Souders, Sludger Cat Outdoors, be sure to check him out. A lot of what I know came from him and time on the water. Listening to all these other guys, 7 years worth of Catfish Weekly. You can go back and watch those old shows. Catfish don't change much. Stuff that they were doing 5 years ago still works. I catch myself going back and watching old Catfish Weeklies all the time. David, I don't know, man. I might try that, do that one time if that's something people are interested in. We did have a question. So our Tuesday night show with me and Creole is viewer's choice. We wanted to just kind of give people a chance to ask some questions, maybe questions that get overlooked in chat or they haven't asked before or whatever. And one of the questions was about side imaging. So we're putting something together for side imaging to kind of go through and break down the basics, at least for you, and kind of walk through it.
Where I fish, side imaging is probably the most useful thing on my sonar.
That is,
I use the heck out of it, which I'm so happy that I was at least able to update my transducer to a 54.
Yeah, I've got the. Do you got two Garmin's now or just one?
No, I just got the one. I almost pulled the trigger on that 10-inch one, but they were sold out. I think it was a sign for the man above not to spend the money, to be honest with you. But also I've done it.
Yeah, that was a great deal.
I got my little 7-incher, but I had a subscriber send me what he replaced his 54 with a 56 on his units, and I was fortunate enough that he sent that to me. So, somebody was looking out for me. I appreciate it, and that person knows who he is. And awesome. I don't know if he's in here, but it was definitely a blessing. So I got to get that installed, but I have no use for it, at least for another 2 months, Roger. So I think I got some time.
Yeah, that's Lyle's poking you there. Side imaging is so important to me that I've got 2 units. One is dedicated to side imaging only.
There you go. That's how I would run. And at night, I'd run one. I'd turn one off, and the other one would just be my GPS because I've hit things at night. I ain't gonna lie.
Me too. They've all told stories. You've heard them. That's a good thing about having an old boat.
First thing I say every time I do, I says, "Well, I guess I'm river certified again."
This is not what Brad is. Well, yeah. Tim Molina's talking about Brad. Yeah, don't underestimate Brad. The reason he's making sinkers and stuff because he fishes a lot, and those guys catch fish. And Brad's fished around a lot of areas. Me and Brad are we getting together and doing some fishing real soon. I hope. I think you guys are about an hour to 2. Well, probably 2 hours from me, depending on where we go or what we do. I'll just drive anywhere to go fishing.
I definitely was very happy to meet Brad at the meet and greet.
Yep.
I was happy to meet everybody there. That was a good time.
It was fun. It didn't last long enough, you know what I mean? As far as the eating part and just kind of chilling part, and then everybody was off to
fish.
Off to fish, yeah.
217 Rebel Outdoors. How you doing?
Lyle, I would love to fish with you.
Lyle, stop it.
Yeah, everybody wants to fish with Lyle.
Yeah, he's just making excuses for not taking me in his boat and taking that Dockery with him.
Yeah.
Doing
217 Rebel Outdoors. What's going on? I wait for Jody to get to wherever she's going here. I was trying to get her to, think about what she's looking for, not just to keep driving until she sees something, like have something in mind. Earlier she was fishing on a hump between the main channel and a secondary channel. And I wanted her to go down and find out where those two meet. Eventually that hump in the middle has to end. And where the secondary channel meets the main channel, and would have been a place of interest. But just kind of wanted her to kind of think like, what is it you're looking for, and go search those areas. Don't just scan and scan and scan. It's too much water. You'll be there all night. Go to your high probability areas.
I try to get a game plan together before I even hit before I get in my truck.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is about down there, they've got that Navionics is that place is mapped out. There ain't hardly any water on that where she's fishing that isn't mapped out already for her. So I would have had, just the way I fish, I would have had, 5 to 8 X's on my map. Check this, and this.
Definitely. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Brad. Well, when I go fishing with Lyle, you're coming with us, buddy. He says, Lyle, whenever you need a fishing buddy, I'm in. I'll pull anchor 100 times a trip.
Get that spot lock. Never pull an anchor. I won't say I still don't pull anchor. I do. Sometimes the current's just too much for spot lock. Yeah, it might hold you, but it's not going to work all day. You don't want to just kill it. And so I'll throw anchor, and
I pray for more current where I fish, because if I can do that, I'll leave spot lock and a smallest drift sock I got out there. It'll keep me nice and straight, but there's no current like on, people complain about the Ohio current. I got less than that. So
yeah, we get current from time to time. It's nothing like Lyle's, Missouri River and the Mississippi River current. I finally dealt with that for the first time this year, and real Mississippi current. Fishing up there, fishing for freedom, that area, Keokuk and all that you're hearing guys talking about. That they don't have much current there. But when you get down below St. Louis, that's the last dam. After that, it's wide open.
Yeah, it definitely is. When I was down there at that Avids meet and greet, and I took my little boat on there, holy smokes, I was not prepared for that, but I still had fun. It was an experience, and I wouldn't trade in for nothing, even though I was undergunned on that big river. It was like boating in a hot tub. That's the best way to explain it.
Lyle, you got to be careful. Good time. You talk to these other guys, I will show up. Do some bumping. Oh, I'll be there. Donna, what pool are you fishing? Most of the pools we're in at Navionics, if there's even anything available, you're right, it's not accurate. It's not even worth having.
What you can do, Roger? You can become a part of the community, and while you're out fishing, turn your record feature on. You could be a part of the solution.
Yep, I do. I am part of it. I share my uploads. Some people are like, I'm not sharing it. I went out here and spent all this time doing it. Well, you know what? If everybody thinks like that, we're all screwed. But, if people start mapping and sharing, I don't have a lot mapped just because my boat was down most of this year. But 24 volt lasts forever. No kidding, Law. We run our 36 volt. When we was fishing down below Memphis on Mud Island, between Meldal and Manchester, I got you. But I don't really fish that pool, that stretch of water right there. I don't fish a whole lot. I fish below Meldal a little bit, but mostly, up Portsmouth, Point Pleasant, West Virginia, and just a little bit east. But below Memphis is different. Okay, I got you. Yeah, it was quick. It was fast down there. I mean, we were. I don't know. Current was about 5 miles an hour and about 115 foot of water. It was hard to bump. We did it though, and caught fish. It took us,
I can't compare to you guys in boat size and stuff, but I got that 24 volt on my little boat, man. I could run that thing for 2 days straight.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
When it was new, I used to be able to hit 5 miles an hour on 10. Now I can barely make 4. I don't know if I need a new prop or what. I have no idea what I need to do, but I haven't had a chance to look into it.
I'll tell you what, talk to Uncle Lou. He turned Skip onto a prop. I think it was a 3-blade prop for the trolling motor, and it increased his speed and thrust and something else he said he gained. So Skip hates the fact that, his boat's a 2018, and my boat's an old, big, long turd. And when we went to Fishing for Freedom, we took off out of the river, and he had his veteran, I had mine. We took off out of there. I hole shot him and just left him back behind me, and he did not like it.
I'm not complaining, because I'd actually like to be able to troll even slower, because I get down like right around 1/3 of a mile an hour, and that's where she stays. I'd like to be able to hit 1/4 of a mile an hour, and I'm having a hard time getting that slow without throwing a drift sock and bumping it up one number.
Yeah, to me, anything below anything or 3 or less, I've got to have a drift sock. Of course, I got a deep V. The sides are tall.
Yeah.
If I go less than 0.5, I pretty much got to put a drift sock out and put some tension on the back of the boat.
Yeah.
But yeah, below Memphis is different. How long did ours last below Mud Island? I think we bumped it almost the whole day. 6 to 8 hours, I think, is the best we could do. But we were bumping fast. I remember many a times we were actually, in 3 to 4 mile an hour current, but we were going 2.5 miles an hour bumping. That's some big bumps. It took us a while to figure it out. We was trying to go like 10-ounce weights. I was bumping 10s because I was trying to slow the boat down too much. We was trying to cut the current in half. Just, you couldn't cut the current in half. If it was 3-4 mile an hour, you're going to have to go 2.5-3 mile an hour.
Lyle's going to have to take me bumping. Him or Mike Greenwell also extended an invite. But if I don't go with my buddy Lyle, he's going to disown me.
Well, I would.
And I like Lyle.
One of those guys, especially, Lyle ain't too far from you.
He's 7.5, I think.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Just as far as you guys were in the opposite direction.
I got you. Hey, there's Jim, Blue Line Adventure. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Jim, what's up?
Catch a lot of flatheads in that area. I got you, Donna. All right. We're moving 4 mile an hour. Water temps back to 45, 51 feet deep. Marking some fish. Take your side scan down to 100. There we go. I like. Yeah, for me, I don't know how you are, Mark, but when I'm going slow like this and looking for fish and stuff, see, like right there, I see some fish off to the right. If you notice the leftover screen, it says GT40.
I was seeing the fish that were below them on that ledge, and then past the ledge, and there's
top of the ledge. I don't know what we're doing here. You're going shallow and then you go deep. I don't know if you're going towards. Looks like you're, huh?
I'm going around a curve where this water hit the main channel of the big waters.
Okay. It looks like you got the bank there on your right, or a point of some sort coming out.
Yeah, now I'm going straight, like I'm going back to Kingston to the boat rail. Try it here. I've caught fish here before. Just take her down.
GT40 transducer for shallow water. It's listed here.
Oh, really? The person she got this unit from was a bass fisherman. Hang on, look out there to your left. Hold the camera still for 2 seconds. No, your left. I'm trying to look. There you go. Are those all fish out there to the left?
I can't tell. I'm too old.
Some of the white marks look like fish. Some of the dark marks look like rocks, but it looks like there's fish mixed in with rocks out there.
Yeah.
We're calling it.
I'm with you, Lyle.
What'd he say?
He says, get them baits on that drop off. I think that's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. I'm sick of driving.
Yeah, I would go back up to that drop off, or it don't look like you went very far anyway, since you.
Okay.
Oh, I think she already stopped. She might already have the anchor out.
Chuck Fry says, I love my 80-pound riptide and a pair of 1197s on my quad tune. What are 1197s? I do not know what those are.
That's a Humminbird.
Oh, okay.
Humminbird 1197s. I believe that's an 11-inch screen or almost a 12-inch screen.
Yeah, man, you can't beat side imaging on at least. I haven't seen the 56s yet, but I know the side imaging on the
They're everywhere tonight.
Humminbird has it hands down, man.
The dang fish is everywhere.
Those look like two different kind of fish. Like one chasing the other.
Whatever they are. I don't know. What, you want me to stop here?
Fish the ledge, like Mr. Lyle says.
All right. He said to fish the ledge.
Okay.
We're going to do as we told. Okay.
See that? She listened to Lyle right away. Those of you that have been here for a while realize what I've gone through tonight. Lyle says, fish the ledge, and she says, do as the man says.
Oh, my God.
Ledge at it for years over there.
Hey, just for the record, if I had to listen to me or listen to Lyle, I would listen to Lyle too.
You what?
Get some bait in the water. You never know until you throw. Get some bait in the water. How deep are you setting right now? Danny, I can call a spade a spade. I see what happened there. James says they're moving too fast.
See what?
Somebody said that's really too fast.
I got to stick around at least for a few minutes to see what happens here.
Yeah.
All right, well, while they're getting set up, I'm going to take a quick break.
All right, brother.
I'll be right back.
Cost, don't you let her get your stuff all tangled up again either.
Nope. You better not touch it.
I'm just stirring the pot a little bit. So you've still got 60 people hanging out in chat, waiting for y'all to see if you can't turn the night around. What do you guys think about if you guys haven't hit the thumbs up yet for Miss Jody and Miss Koss out there on the Tennessee River, getting it done by themselves, trying to get on some fish. What you waiting on? Hit that thumbs up. Tell a friend. Share it out.
I know.
Jody needs an 8-ball. I don't think that would help anything right now. I don't know. I'm
Not tonight.
confused. Baits down. We'll address the camera angle. Yeah, I'm not even going there again. Maybe I'll have Lyle tell her. She'll listen to him. I know I'm going to get a late start getting now in the morning. Or I probably just get up and go early anyway. See if I can find me some crappie. Jody needs a big fish. That's right. Well, I think Koss would probably wrestle her for it. Come down to
I was gonna say, Cos needs a big fish too.
it. And Brad said he hit the thumbs up 3 times. That's what I'm talking about. Lyle, I'm gonna go back to Paint Creek, where I fished the Slab Masters tournament. Back in that corner where I didn't have any service is real deep, straight wall. You know, if you guys remember that, it's straight, drop off brick walls and rock walls, and the shad really get in there pretty thick. The shad get in there pretty thick this time of year, so I'm hoping to be able to run over there and throw once or twice and get enough shad for Saturday, and then I'm gonna go cruise around, do some crappie fishing, see if I can't find me some slab crappie in there while I'm out. I'll be out on the old muskrat, so let's see. We'll get rid of that.
Yeah, we got a bot.
I just hit it.
Remove.
You're on it, buddy.
There we go. I even gave you a thumbs up, Jody.
Me too. You're at 95 thumbs up. That'd be some awesome eating this time of year. Yeah, I love cold water crappie. Now the other lake, Rocky Fork over here, I think we got bigger quality fish over there. But for all intended purposes of tomorrow, I think I'm going to just go to Paint Creek and try to get that shad, an easy throw, get out of there, and then go fool around. Killed the crappie the last 2 days. That's good, Rebel Outdoors. What part of the country are you from? Roger, how's the fishing on the channel opening at the point? Where are we talking about, Brad?
I think they're outside of a bay, not a channel. I mean, not a creek. They're going to fish the drop going into the channel, I think is what they're trying to get on. At least that's what I believe Lyle's telling them to do. Right.
Brad, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Fishing on the channel opening of the point. I know he's talking about Paint Creek.
7 Ed, are you down? He's talking about Paint Creek.
Yeah, we're talking about Paint Creek right there.
I know where that channel opening is. That's where we actually did okay when I was down there with Betty and Brandon. That's where we started catching the crappie over there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm tangled on somebody's line.
No, you're on the anchor.
Oh.
Yeah, the area I fish, I'll probably fish a lot of different areas tomorrow, to be honest. But Brad, do you live by Betty? Brad, I'm not sure how far away Brad is from Paint Creek and down here. I'm about 30 minutes from Betty.
Where in Illinois is 217? I could look up your area code. I don't want GPS coordinates, but I was wondering if you were down there like Lake of Egypt and Rend. Wondering what the bite's like down there.
That's it. Got 99 thumbs up. We need one more for a hundo. Where else can you go have this much fun and not even catch a fish?
That laugh is a you're in trouble, Roger type of laugh, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's right.
Central Illinois. Oh, so you're up by Jake up there jigging with Jake.
There it is. 100 thumbs up.
Congratulations, ladies.
There you go.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Have you guys got all the lines in the water?
But now I'm trying to find battery charger. Phone charger.
Yep, that's that
Or
is important.
cable.
I see her.
I have one of them big ones on mine. I know I got it. It's not what it says.
You undid the
I wanted to fish that opening where it enters the Ohio River. Look good on avionics. All right, you're talking about the Scioto River. Paint Creek doesn't enter the Ohio River.
Thank you.
That I know of. I could be wrong about that.
Hey, Matt. Yeah.
Matt says, good teamwork, ladies.
Appreciate it.
Cadell says, congratulations on the 100.
Thank you. It's Cadell.
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 There's
Yeah.
no E in there.
Cadell.
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 Lyle says we're going to be down that way some this year. Are you talking about our Ohioans, neck of the woods? Crosses bringing you into town?
I need to get with Daryl.
Last time Crosses hogged Mark all themselves. I don't know. I can't arm wrestle Brandon for sure. So I don't think I could beat Betty either.
They were awesome hosts, man. They were.
Oh,
They're definitely family to me.
yeah.
And for those of you that didn't hear, we had Caleb with a K, Cross, is at home tonight. So
Yeah.
thank God for that.
Long ways to go, but that's a step in the right direction.
Now, how's that?
Does Paint Creek dump into the Ohio River?
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. Via the Scioto and Ohio rivers, it is part of the watershed of the Mississippi River. Below the dam, Paint Creek flows
Yeah, I didn't think so. So the Scioto dumps into the Ohio down there at Portsmouth. That's actually okay. It gets fished a lot from the bank. We really don't fish it, to be honest with you. Up in the Scioto gets good at times, but for the most part, we don't pay much attention to it. The Scioto generally runs colder and trashier than the Ohio. David Smith, that's a good question, but I don't know the answer. Do you know that, Mark?
I have no idea. I don't think she has mounted on a whip antenna. But that little bit of wind comes whipping around that phone every now and then, so it tells me it's pretty good.
No, I meant the how often does Navionics update their information?
Oh, I think they do it quite a bit. Captain Greg, he says they update it on a regular basis. It's you got to update your unit. That's the problem. They're constantly updating it from the server, but if you don't update your maps through what is it, Active Captain?
Yep.
If you're using it,
Mm-hmm.
that's when there's a problem.
I'm glad you just brought that up because I'm going to pull my Active Captain up right now, see if there's anything that needs to be
I think if you just pull up Active Captain, it'll tell you if you have updates to do. As long as you're on Wi-Fi. and it'll download them to your phone, and then from your phone you hook up to the Wi-Fi system with your Garmin, and you do it that way. At least until they quit supporting yours. So that happens quite often. So I hope that answered your question.
I'm looking to see if I have anything.
See, Brad said this. Oh,
I do have
Captain is
software updates.
If you're running Garmin, Active Captain is the app you use to interface with your Garmin units on your boat, and it's used to not only take your waypoints and your information off your unit, but also update your unit as well, whether it's firmware, software, or GPS updates. I hope that. Oh, sorry if I just hit my mic. Sorry about that, folks. If you heard that,
It wasn't much of anything. Yeah, Active Captain is nice. I said I had software updates available, so
there you go.
I'm downloading my updates now, and when I get on the boat tomorrow, I'll link it up and let her rip.
Tim Donna, we're just getting their baits out again. They're just going to cast them out onto a ledge and see what happens.
There's another bot.
Yeah, we see them before they do. There it is.
Yeah.
Tim got him. That a boy.
Oh, Tim's on it. I use my hotspot to update units. Yeah. We just changed our phone plans. I didn't even know that I had mobile hotspot available from my phone because I have unlimited data. So I didn't think that was a thing. But it just got turned off because I downgraded to a different plan and just trying to save some money.
I have to actually create a Wi-Fi connection from my phone to the actual unit. It doesn't actually use the hotspot. The hotspot that you set up, at least on mine, and mine's an older unit, it uses it for like text updates. Like I get all my texts on my Garmin for some reason, which I don't like. I've been meaning to turn it off. I just kind of never got around to it.
Yeah, I've always had mine off. I always wondered if it was even worth messing with or if it's just annoying. I figured it'd pop up right when I'm trying to, scan something. That was easy. I hit update or download. All my updates are downloaded and ready to transfer. So
there you go.
Tomorrow, all I got to do is when I get on the boat is open up Active Captain, hit connect, and my phone will send all the updates to both of my units, and they'll be updated. Danny said, "You guys are fast on the bots." I'm still looking for my mouse.
Out there, that window chill you down 36 degrees yesterday, which is pretty cool weather for ice fishing. And by the end of that 3.5 hours, I was chilled at the boat. It took me all day and half the night to get back warmed up.
Mark, your sound is kind of cutting in and out. I'll ask if anybody else is hearing that. If you're talking, your volume's kind of going up and down.
Let me get an audio check.
Check, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which proves a point. Oh, wait. You can learn something new every day on live streams.
All right. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate you. Jane? I can't mute Jody. She has power.
Yeah. Hey, Jody, mute your mic for a few. I don't know if it's the wind on your end that's messing up Mark's audio or what.
It's the wind.
Could be.
I'd say that it was kind of overpowering you while you were talking. Is probably what it was.
Without getting too, and Chad's accusing me of this, getting too geeky on everybody. It probably was.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I would. I can't bring myself to pull the trigger on $400 for a GT 56. I do see the difference, Mark, when Skip went from a 54 to 56 on the same units, and it is better. I don't know if it's
just go on Skip's boat. There you go. Problem solved.
Hey, he's always too busy for me anymore, man.
I'm a problem solver. Well, you can take care of his boat. You got to stretch its legs for him.
I've tried to talk him into that before. I feel safer in me driving his boat anyway.
How many fish have they got onto tonight, Roger?
None.
That's how many people I let use my boat.
Yeah.
So I can understand him.
Yeah, I can too. Honestly, if my boat would consistently start and run, if I had a good, reliable 4-stroke on it, I'd probably let people use it. A handful. Because I've had that luxury before. I had a buddy that lived right on the lake, and he had a couple backup vehicles. If I told him I was going fishing the next day, he'd already have his truck hooked up to the boat, sitting in the driveway for me when I got there. All I had to do was jump in his truck and drive 10 minutes to the lake and fish.
Those are good friends to have.
Yeah.
My friends are too many. I have too many heathens for friends to trust. them son of a guns. I almost said a bad word. It's not 2 a.m. yet.
Yeah, we got a ways to go.
Whisker and Stripe says, my boat is not a loner.
Yeah. I've been an old redneck, most of my stuff is, I know how to run it, but you know what I mean?
Every boat's got its own little,
thing.
It's so much. I'm not even going to go there. We're not going to make that kind of a comment on this show, but Tim, he's so bad.
Well, she ain't really said but a handful of words all night. I think she's frustrated.
Understandable.
Yeah. I'm going down there and fishing with her here for too long. I prefer here in a couple months when things start warming back up again and, activity starts picking up. But I got a whole bunch of personal stuff on my plate right now I got to take care of before I can go anywhere.
So when's it start changing, Roger? What, April?
Yeah, April's a sure bet. March sometimes can get good. Looking at our numbers from last year, though, April and May obviously is.
I'm not laughing at you, Roger. I'm laughing that Tim Molina deleted his comment.
Did he?
Yeah, chicken.
Chicken. Yeah.
Buck.
Now, see, I can still see it on StreamYard. It didn't disappear there.
You can, but I'm looking at it on.
Yeah, I've got the other monitor up. I can see. I can see it there. That's how I know the thumbs up and all that stuff.
We're at 105 thumbs up. Holy smokes!
Yeah, no kidding. Jody's listening, so she heard the whole frustrated comment and everything. Didn't say a word.
I'm sure she did.
Goss heard it. He's just laughing. Hey, they're still having a bunch of fun, and we're having fun, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, Tim, don't worry about it. I think when I'm on social media, I think I backspace more than I actually type. So,
oh yeah, here lately, I've caught myself a lot deleting the message before I send it. Even a couple I retract after I send it. I was like, I shouldn't have said that. And every now and then I was like, what the hell? So I'm not sure what they're doing now. They're kind of moving around on the boat. I'm not sure if they're just kind of.
Are they suspending? I'm seeing lines straight down.
Yeah, it looks like they got one suspended off the front of the boat there, which ain't a bad idea in 50 foot of water.
We're throwing them out different directions.
You got them going every different direction.
Yep, I've got some throw back here in the back. Some here on the ledge.
So you don't have any current really right there?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can't see the water?
Not really. I mean,
It's hard to tell.
Danny. I knew it was that easy. I would have let my boat out a long time ago. I ain't kidding. I wanted to fish so many times this year that I went out on my 9.9 kicker motor on that boat.
I've had the worst night, I'll tell you.
I keep forgetting the name of that reservoir that we fished up north to use.
Hoover,
that's it. Oh, we lost him.
What happened?
And 9.9 comes in handy on Hoover, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. My boat, man, I absolutely love my boat for up there. The 9.9 and the trolling motor and the size of it. I like to at least I like 3 people up there because, Ohio's 2 rods. So 3 people, we can get 6 rods out there. I think we got a pretty good shot at things. And so it comes in handy. But I've taken the 9.9 out on the other lakes and on the river. The camera got snagged.
I'm up in the air on whether or not I want to kicker motor on my next boat. It depends on what I'm going to use it for and where I'm at the time. So
yeah,
it ain't cheap, but neither is a new boat. Hey, welcome back.
Hey, there's the water.
I see wind blowing across the current.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good current. Better than I'm used to, and then you got the wind going across.
That's why when you said you had lines in every direction, I know the heaviest you throw is a 6 ounce. So I wasn't sure if your other lines would stay put.
Yep. So far.
Good deal. Well, listen, Jody, I think I'm going to hop off of here. I'm going to still try to get up early in the morning and go get on the lake for a little bit. And
this trip has been a bust.
So far, they are until they ain't.
I've had a bad night.
You've had
But
some.
before I even got on the water, I had a bad night.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I'll have to tell you off camera.
Some
That's how bad it
misadventures.
is. Yep.
Was you able to get the boat in? Everything okay?
There have been a problem once on the boat.
There you go.
Then I decided to throw a cast net, and all I caught was her poles.
Why we got to talk about this off air? This sounds like great.
YouTube on air is good.
Yeah.
Matt says on Navionics, when it says requesting maps at the bottom, what's that mean? I'm not quite sure what you mean on Navionics. Are you talking about the app, or are you talking about the Garmin Active Captain app? If it's the map that's looking to update it, means your internet connection's slow or they're really busy on their end. If it's Active Captain, probably the same issues, I'm guessing. That's just a guess, Matt.
It could also be if he's using a Navionics chip and he's only got certain regions.
No, he's looking on the app. That's what I kind of thought. Matt was
okay. Yep. It's this downloading. Yep. So, all right, guys, I'm going to hop off here. Go hit the hay.
Thanks, Roger.
All right, Roger. Good luck tomorrow.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
Later.
And, you guys have fun. Be careful.
We will.
Hey, Kaz. Ashlyn says 100% and uh-oh, chuckle.
Yeah.
Mark Knott says, I just want to say I appreciate Jody and Kaz's effort and appreciate for them trying to give us some fishing to watch.
Appreciate that, Mark Knopf.
We're trying, that's for sure.
Good night, Valerie.
Hi, Valerie. It's daggone windy out here.
Yeah, it sounds kind of windy.
Let's see.
Let me grab my phone that way I can say hi to my baby. She's not on. I didn't see her on. Thank you. That's a lot.
You really gonna? How old is your daughter?
30.
Oh, I was gonna say, I thought maybe you were hollering at her to go to bed.
No. She's fully grown. She's still my baby though.
Mark Knott is sending some hearts out.
Oh, how sweet.
I think that's Jody's new #1 fan.
Yay.
Thanks for sharing my link, James. I appreciate it. So how are you feeling about tonight, ladies? Let's talk to you guys here now that Roger's gone.
Been the best.
It ain't over yet. What time are you fishing till? You got plans, right?
Well, I usually fish to 2, but I may call it in a little earlier and load the boat. Make that part of the show. Watch Cat causes expert driving on the ramp.
So how long? What are you marking on the down imaging right now? Are you on that ledge or are you off of it and casting to it?
You gotta make me do this again. Let's see.
Uh-oh. Here we go again. Let's see. Up, you're marking fish below you. But what are they? That is the question. It's kind of hard to tell. The colors look kind of worn out. Hey, look, Chris Flores just showed up, ladies. Time to look good.
Howdy, Chris.
What's going on, Chris? How you doing?
It's amateur night. Yeah, I've had a rough night.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
we all do.
I'm gonna make it
That's why it's called fishing. If it was easy, anybody'd do it.
Now, I never had this bad of a night, but yeah. One thing, a blooper reel after another.
You can always play golf, too, Jody. Are you any good at golf?
No.
Well, then stick it with fishing, I recommend. I think this is the first time I got the full tour of your boat. You've actually spun that camera enough around that I can kind of piece together what it looks like.
I already gave a tour once, but here we go again.
No, you did already. I mean, I saw it.
Yeah.
We're good. We don't want to get anybody else dizzy. They were saying they were getting dizzy.
I missed my GoPro. Can't find it.
So what's everybody in chat got going on this weekend? Tomorrow being actually it's Friday in a certain part of the country, Jody's part of the country. It will be Friday shortly. What do you guys got going on this weekend? Everybody doing any fishing, family stuff? I know what Lyle's doing. Lyle's got Krampus canes to make. I'm waiting for emojis. You looking at me?
Everybody's saying, hey, Chris.
Yeah, Chris Flores.
Howdy.
About time you said hello.
Hello.
Tim says he's got the fishing DTs.
I got the fishing DTs. What's that?
Whiskers and Stripe says, looks like a weekend of overtime instead of fishing. Well, money is good too.
JVT is just starting crap.
Says that boat is awesome. I wouldn't mind eating a bologna sandwich on that boat with you, Jody.
Well, come on down. Hey, Don.
I've been trying to get you to look at your messages, Lyle, like for 20 minutes now. That was the hint. Crappie Dave Fish on says we got 3 inches of snow coming in Missouri. Hopefully Lyle will get some of that. Looks like JBT's becoming the line gym of bologna.
I know it. For someone who thought bologna was a cheap deli meat, but now he loves it. What?
He says long story. Oh, he's explaining to Clayton. Well, we got some time to kill. Last night on DocTales, Mr. Morello started talking about bologna, and Jody chimed in with her love of bologna, and I chimed in with my love of bologna, and the whole chat chimed in with their love of bologna and how they remember hard times and growing up and getting them through those times. And then JBT doesn't like bologna. That's long story short. Oh, Aunt Jody put me on mute. So I guess it's just me and you guys here in chat. So what do we got here? Don R says it's going to be a one button drown the hatches. Is Kaz wearing scuba diver boots? What kind of boots you wearing, Kaz? Uggs? Oh, there you go.
They're really warm.
They even got a ribbon on them in the back.
Oh, it's fancy.
Yeah.
I got Ugg house shoes on, but we're not going to show you those. JBT says there was a very hardcore conversation about some baloney is what was the kicker. Yeah, I kind of agree with JBT there. I mean, bacon's good, but bologna's good, but it's no bacon. Nope, you're not seeing them, Mark. You're not seeing them. Liverwurst is another good meat for sandwiches. I agree, Troy. You are the man. Now that's a fish and sandwich right there. Don says we have snow and rain heading here. Well, you're way up north, so it's always cold up there. It does even make for rough ice fishing. I might be wearing bunny slippers, Mark. You'll never know. Certain things a person needs to keep to themselves. Avid Fisherman says he loves liverwurst. I think Clayton the fishing nut needs to hit the live button on his feed. I think he's a little far behind, buddy. He's just now saying goodnight to Roger, and Roger's been gone for a little while. Yeah, liverwurst and brown schwager are pretty much the same. It depends who's making it. Oh, wow. I was way, way behind. Welcome to the party, Clayton. We appreciate you. What happens below the desk stays below the desk. There's a certain individual here in chat who shall remain nameless. I imagine I'll be getting some emojis from him that should heed that advice. So even Lyle likes it. Is Braunschweiger is like liver sausage. It's encased in the intestines of animals, unless it's the cheap stuff, then it's encased in plastic. Chuck Fry says last week three dozen fishermen had to be rescued on Green Bay, where the ice decided to separate and float away. Oh, so they were all on the same piece of ice. That happens like once a year. And Green Bay is a big body of water. That ice moves up there quite a bit. Like when we were talking with Luke today, ice fishing is great and people talk a big game, but there is no such thing as absolute safe ice. So if you're going to get out on the ice, make sure that you're safe. Keep your head on a swivel, your mind about you, and you go from there. Who likes liver pudding? Is that what you call it? Don R says, made a bunch of head cheese last month. My dad loved head cheese. I'm not a fan. But hey, you be you. Blue Line Adventures. Someone say bacon. Yeah, we mentioned it in a good way, not in a desecrating way. How many people in chat actually know what head cheese is? There's a real question for the night. Clayton says, I'll just stick with Vienna's. I believe Vienna beefs are just made in Chicago and shipped all over this great country. Oh, you didn't. JBT just said, go pack, go. Good for you, Jim. I'm glad you're going fishing. Leave the bacon at home. Chuck, yeah, you're probably right. That's part of what head cheese is. Not just the lips, but the rest of the head too. Scrapple. Scrapple's just kind of an early version of hot dogs, to be honest with you, in a loaf. Welcome to Lunch Meat Talk. Crappie Dave Fish Out says, I know, but I ain't eating. Ashley Brady, how are you? What's going on? Wabash Nate says, I do, and it's different when you have to slice it for customers. Lyle throwing up the puke emojis. Then again, Lyle enjoys Vienna wieners in a can. Not much room to talk, buddy. Mark not is agreeing with them. How you doing, Ashley? And David Smith's laughing about it. I'm laughing here too. I know you do, Lyle. Do you drink the water out of those cans, Lyle? Tell me no. Because I've seen people do that. Oh, I thought she was trying to hit the camera. I just watched it on the replay. And there they are. There are the emojis I was waiting for.
I had one that got off.
Oh, you had a fish that got off?
Yeah.
See, so
Sure did.
I didn't let you down. That a boy, Lyle. Wabash says, what about the fresh side? I'm not quite sure what you mean, Wabash. I got a bunch of conversations going on here in channels. Nope, but I'm enjoying some Captain tonight. I'm going to have to go pour me a drink in here in a second. Mark says, don't drink the juice. I've seen people do it, Mark. It's pretty gross. Chester Wyatt says, head cheese with mustard. You sound like my father. He loves it that way. We got some fans of the barbecue Vienna sausages. Yeah, I believe Lyle, his favorite one is the barbecue. I've actually had the smoked and the barbecue. I like the smoked one a little better. Yeah, there you go. See? I'm not the biggest fan. I'm also not a big fan of Spam, but I'll eat it. Oh, would you look at my avatar? I'll change that just so I'm not difficult. There we go. So you guys know who I am. There we go. Too much information, David. I don't even know if I want to read that. Whiskers and stripes. See, look at this, Jody. Lyle says she'll eat Spam too. You know what, Chuck? You might have to try that because I've tried the regular Spam and it is a little salty. It's you, Tim. It's always you. Mark, what? No. You know what? There's a website called OF. If you want pictures or shoot pictures, I'm sure you can get them there.
What? It's not some. I don't know what. It's not there.
Don R. I agree with you. It is all good when you're hungry. Mark not knew the joke. He got it. WT says a kid down the street when I was a kid used to be outside drinking something juice. You guys can read that out of the package at the time. And one day his mom went out there and went bought it in front of everyone. Troy says real stream is cheap anymore. Nothing is cheap anymore. Geez, we have little Debbie cakes. Just hey, you know, we got to talk about something. Jody, could you mute your mic? We have a request. Can you mute it for us? Oh, there we go. Perfect. There you go, David. Ask and you shall receive. So now you guys are stuck with me entertaining you. I might just have to show you my slippers. Not going to happen. Blue line B1 with a little sausage. Oh, the places I could go with that comment, Brad, but that wouldn't be nice. Jody, David says thank you.
You're welcome.
What are you snacking on now?
Fruit jam, yeah.
Oh, fresh side is uncured bacon, Mark. Okay. Pork belly is pork belly. Throw a little smoke on it and a little honey and butter and brown sugar, man. You got pork burnt ends. Say no more. All right, whiskers and stripes. Good night. Oh my God, I've been talking too long tonight. Steve Lock 760 is saying hello to Jody and Kaz. Hope you ladies catch some big fish. We got 59 great people in chat. Thanks for hanging out with everybody. Ashlyn's still watching. Jody and Kaz out there. See, Don R knows what I'm talking about. All right, we're not going to connect those to Crappie Day, but I thought that was kind of funny. Hey, can't be all bad. You know, there's a secret for bacon. Put a little bit of flour on there before you put it, or some cornstarch before you put it in the oven. They say it's pretty good. Me, I use a barbecue rub. That kind of changes the taste, makes the bacon crack too, with some honey and some brown sugar. That's always good. Yeah, David, I don't appreciate that. I not that I don't appreciate it. I don't admire them at all having to put that pontoon boat on a trailer in that kind of wind. No reason to be sorry. I thought it was funny. I just can't repeat it on air when I pieced it together. Trust me, I get it. $59 people in chat. I guess this is the real test of my YouTube capabilities. I'm up here all by my lonesome with a 59 people watching. True test. You figure a friend of mine that I might send a link to might join me up here. We'll see. We'll put him to the test. Hold on a second here. Let me pass this link. Let's see if I can get somebody to come up here with me. No, I don't want to do that. Forward that. We'll forward that to somebody. There you go, my friend. You know who you are. Check your messages. Chuck Fry says, is smoked jowl a thing down there? I love that stuff. David Smith. What did Lyle say? Missouri River, I'm down for that. I got to go fishing with Lyle, or he's going to hold that against me. No fish yet, Big Mike. Big Skunkaroony. Big Skunkamundo. Skunkaroni. How many different names can we come up for skunk in chat? So we got Skunkaroni, Skunkamundo. Big Mike says, okay, I've seen enough. I'm passing back out. He's going back to bed. Have a good night. Skunk Hundo. There we go. David Smith's getting into it.
I watched Big Mike Skunk, just saying.
He wants nothing to do with your skunk, Jody. He's like, I'm not going to mess with that skunkundo. Oh, well, would you look at there? I put the Lyle Stokes bat signal up, and he shows up.
The captain and I had to depart ways before I could come in here.
Good. Well, since you're here, buddy, I think I'm going to hit the sack.
You're going to what?
Can I go get a pop? I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'll be right back.
Oh, man. You guys are too funny. It's been a lot of fun watching you guys in here tonight. And Jody, you and Cause have been going at it, and it looks like you're just having a lot of fun out there, but that wind looks horrible.
It's been one thing after another tonight.
Well, you have nights like that, though.
Yeah.
Hey, Clayton, it seems to me like when the wind's blowing, it helps the fish bite because, especially in the daytime, because they can't see up as well. But at night, I'm not sure it helps you any because they can't. Hey, Chuck, how you doing? Don, how's it going? But, you got to get where the fish are at. And from what I seen on your screen earlier, looks like you're in pretty good shape on where they're at.
Yeah, that sonar image did look pretty good. She was on a ledge. There was fish on a ledge. There were smaller fish just to the outside of those, which tells me those probably are bait because the way they were all grouped up together.
Yeah, exactly.
By putting them there. They may be tight-lipped and they're just stayed near the bait until they change their mind. I've seen that happen before.
Yep. Hey, David, how you doing? I love drop-offs and ledges. I really do. They're great structure to fish, but then again, I like wood. If I can get a spot where there's a lot of wood, I like that real well.
Oh boy.
It looks like Claus is working her rod there pretty good. Man, did we have a good show tonight or what, Mark?
We did. I had a real good time talking with you and Luke on Panfish Nation. That was a heck of a good time.
Luke's awesome.
He is. I look forward to seeing him with you and Chad on Monday on Catfish Weekly.
Chad.
We're not gonna air out family grievances in public, so at least not on somebody else's show.
Oh man, I can't believe him and Dockery go to bed so early. We don't get a chance to razz them at all.
They did it on purpose. They're
I think they did. They're just chickens.
Mm-hmm. They know they done the family wrong and shameful. And
that's right. Jody, how many rods do you guys have out?
She brought 6. I brought 8.
Holy crap!
You can't have them all out.
What are you using for bait?
I'm a skipjack.
Skipjack. Good bait. Especially on the Tennessee River.
She's using bluegill and chicken.
Thank you, Crappie Day Fish On. We appreciate that so much.
Hey, Lyle, I am trying to manage the computer issue here. I'm not going anywhere, but just sit tight for a minute. And if you can keep the people in chat, hopefully I can get this piece together. One of my monitors just looked like it blew out. Let me see if I can't get her figured out. Shut some stuff down. Hold on.
I'll do the best I can.
I don't doubt that you will.
Trade Chad for Freddie. I don't know if I can do that or not. I got to tell you, I like Chad. He's doing a really good job, and I think that he's got a bright future in the sport, and that's why we chose him. Chad's just a super nice guy. He's got his own channel, which that works out for him, but he's a great guy, and he does wonderful things, and he's got a great wife that supports him in everything he does. So that works out really well too. But yeah, we're going to do everything we can do to help Chad with his tournaments and his channel and get him back up where he needs to be. And if he can help us out a little bit to make it easier on me, that's going to be that much better. So that's kind of where we're at with that. But yeah, David, you're right. He's good people, but he does a good job, and he's like Mark. They come highly recommended. Both of them did to me from James Dockery and his. James is, I give James a lot of crap, but James Dockery's word means a lot to me. So if he says, "Hey, you need to take a look at this," or "You need to take a look at that," I usually do it because it's James, and he's the reason why I was showing you pictures of the Grinch canes tonight, and then he named them. But ice fishing rods is something I never really wanted to do, but James says you need to do it because there's too many people that ice fish. So yeah, it's James Dockery's word means a lot to me, even though I give him a lot of crap. And believe you me, I do give him a lot of crap. But he deserves it. I'm not saying he don't. But hey, Tinkerbell.
You also give him a lot of praise. It all levels out in the end.
What's that?
You also give him a lot of praise. It all evens out in the end.
Yeah,
James is a good dude, and he can take it as much as he can.
He can take it. He can sure dish it out. Dude.
Yeah, that he can. He's slamming me today on Facebook, this son of a gun.
Well, maybe so, Tim. I might have I might have picked Chad because of the. You might be right. Well, let's face it. She's the one that catches all the fish. Oh man, you guys are something else. I got 56 people still in here in chat tonight, Mark. That's awesome. These ladies got it going on out there, and there's not too many people that be out at 12:30, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, fishing. Just two women.
Thursday night in January.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Trade Chad for 2 bits and a zebra cake. Hey, Tinkerbell, how's it going?
Hey, Tink, what's going on?
You guys are so funny, but Chad really does do a good job, and I'm very proud of him for being in there. And Mark has been a godsend to me in Panfish Nation. As we never knew when we started Panfish Nation if it was going to make it. Didn't know if there would be enough people that was interested in panfish to make it work, but I think we're going to be all right, don't you, Mark?
I think so too. I think we're going to do just fine. We're having a good time. That's why we mainly do it. The rest is all just icing on the cake. We get to meet a bunch of new people. We get to go out and fish together.
Yeah, every good woman needs a good man. A net man. That's right, Brad. Catfish regulator. So, Lyle, when's the eating contest at Patriots tournament this year? You know what? I don't know, but if I get to make it out there, that Chinese buffet was pretty good last year.
You know what? If I can't make it, I'm going to have to call and warn them because I'm a decent human being that you guys are coming.
Oh, man. Mark, last year it was the 1-ton guys and Kevin and I don't know how many others was out there. There's a whole bunch of us out there. And when Chad and Cindy and Dee and I showed up and the 2 girls that Chad had with them, their daughter and another girl, I wanted to tell them, you start cooking because you're going to run out. But I didn't, But we worked them over pretty good.
Wabash Nate says, we know Luke is our favorite son now.
Luke and I told this story a number of times, but we went to a Fishing for Freedom or fishing tournament up in North Dakota, farthest north I ever fished. And Luke was up there, and he was just a little kid. I don't know how old he was, but he wasn't very old. And he walked up to me, and he said, Mr. Stokes, I have something you need. I said, what's that, son? And he said, frogs. I said, I need frogs. He said, yes, sir, you do if you're fishing the Red River. And we took his frogs and caught some fish on him, and that's how Luke Hinges and I got to know each other probably 12, 13 years ago. And I've been a fan of Luke Hinges ever since. He's a great young man. He's got a very bright future in the sport, and there's not too much I wouldn't do for Luke.
Including piss him off at the end of tonight's show by
absolutely. Absolutely.
get into an argument with him about some stuff. That was enjoyable. I had to bring professional bass fishing in on YouTube now.
Good night, Danny.
I did that? That's how come you pay me the big bucks, Lyle.
That's right. I learned more off the crappie show because it's something I didn't normally do, but that's going to change this year. I kill the bluegills. Well, good, Brad. I mean,
Right on.
Mark has been on the crappies, and he's going to help us. We're going to do some more crappies fishing stuff, and I'm going to do a lot more bluegill fishing this year. My goal is to do one video of catfishing and one video of bluegill fishing or pan fishing of some sort a week, and we'll see how that works out. Depending on, our boat was down last year for most of the year with water getting in the gas, but we got that fixed, so we're excited about what's coming forward this year.
Hey, what's going on? Rich and Leo Angling UK, how you doing?
Oh man, good to see some guys from across the pond.
Mark Nada has a question for you, Lyle.
What's the slipper situation? Slipper situation.
He wants to know what's under your desk.
What's under my desk is my feet, and they are in what do they call them things? Clogs? Crocs.
Lyle wears Crocs.
But they're lined and they're really warm. And I have a lot of problem with circulation in my feet. And I put a pair of socks and these on, and they're just so toasty.
Hold on a second, Lyle. I think Mark has a thing for feet, so you need to not encourage him.
If you guys make me laugh so hard that I wake Cindy up and she comes in here beating on me, it's not going to be funny.
I'll just do this. Oh, wait. Do I got something to share here? Let's see. Edit audio avatar. Oh, there we go. Do I want to share that one?
Yeah, I like that one. That's funny. Hey, Alicia Barnett. This girl's out on a cold Thursday night in January trying her luck. Sorry, was rebaiting and casting out, so it took me a minute to respond. Well, Alicia, glad you made it in chat.
David Smith says clogs will do, Lyle.
Hey, you know, it is what it is. We have a lot of fun.
Yeah, Lyle won't. If he wakes Cindy up, there's going to be a stop to those cinnamon rolls for everybody but me. Chad's already off the list.
Chad's off the list because he slams Missouri.
Again, we're not airing family business in public.
We're not. Or is Jody and Kaz moving?
It looks like they're reeling up. What are you guys doing, ladies? Or what are you ladies doing, ladies? You are muted.
Howdy.
You guys moving?
We're going to move to the ramp.
To the ramp, okay.
Well, we'll keep you company till you get there.
Yeah, I think we're going to load up. It's freezing out here. And we ain't good enough.
You guys get any hits at all tonight?
I got just that one.
Wow. Well, there'll be days like that.
There sure will.
It's all you hear is, oh, I can't wait the winter. The catfishing's so good. Winter sucks. It sucks. I hate fishing in winter.
Yeah, I like warm weather better myself.
Yeah, me too. I used to be a night fisherman too, Lyle.
Yeah, I used to be, but not so much anymore. Brad, I got to tell you, cinnamon rolls, you got to watch out because Chad will reach in there and steal them all from everyone.
Yeah, didn't he?
One. I'm going to start pulling anchor.
Ashlyn says skunkinated.
Yeah.
You need to whip her
Did you hear
tail.
that? Hear that, Lyle? We were trying to come up with different names for being skunked.
Yeah, that'll work.
My daughter can come up with all the names.
So Ashlyn is Coz's daughter.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ashley.
Cindy and I used to do a lot of night fishing below the Clarksville Dam on the Mississippi River, and the lights on the dam would light up to where you didn't need any lights in your boat. You could see everything, and we would sit down there till 3-4 o'clock in the morning and fish. And man, we catch a lot of great fish down there.
I agree, Chuck. Northern Illinois isn't much different. He says, come to Wisconsin. You don't know what hate winter means yet.
I'm sure you're right about that, Chuck.
Since I'm old and old guys like to talk about the weather a lot. Let me check my temperature. Oh, it's warm. It's 33 degrees.
I'm 37.
Yeah, it's so warm.
But yeah, winter used to be my favorite time of the year, Mark. It really did. And whether it was fishing or hunting it didn't really matter. I used to love the winter time, but the older I get, the less I care for it. And the more I care for the captain.
Oh, look at that. We lost Jody. She must have hit the wrong button again. Or she left us to our own devices.
Well, that's okay. We'll wait for her.
We can ruin a channel as good as the next guy.
Absolutely. We can always talk about Chad and Dockery.
We can. And we do.
Every chance we get.
Skunknator. Yeah, there we go. Skunknado. Hit the river tonight. Skunknator would be the South edition of it.
I would think so. Mark Knott, have a good evening. Thanks for joining us in chat. We appreciate it very much.
All right. It looks like Jody's phone just died. She said, give us a second.
Okay. We're no hurry. When we're done here, I'm going to bed. So.
Me too. Brad Caudell says, I've been trying to get Chad to come fish with us to help him on his stretch of the river. Think it's a pride thing. Would love to show him how we fish.
Well, we'll work on that.
I have mixed feelings on that. There's something to be said about a person who wants to figure stuff out on their own.
That's true.
It's
Thanks, Nate.
2.0, Wabash Nate says.
Yeah, no, Matt, we're not taking over. We're just
taking over.
Helping out. Just helping out. Hey, I can't think of anybody I'd rather spend the evening with than visiting with Mark.
Oh, I'm honored. At least you didn't say Chad, but then again, you are mad at him.
Hey, if you didn't notice in chat a while ago, Matt said he was going to come up and go fishing with me.
I did notice that, and I kind of got jealous, so maybe I'm mad at you too.
Well, you've been offered.
I'm going to make it down there. Don't worry. We'll get it done.
We'll have a great time, I promise. I can't promise the fish, but I can promise a good time.
That's all right. I'm looking forward to the company, to be honest with you.
David Smith says, Brad, contact you. You'll have better luck. Oh, man, that's so funny. But true.
Absolutely right, Chuck. He says, I like the live chat. At least we can be sure the ladies make it back to the ramp site.
I agree.
Whether they're men or ladies, I need to interrupt real quick. We always want to make sure that somebody in the family makes it home safely, which is why we message each other after these live streams and stuff and after the tournaments to make sure everybody gets to where they belong, which is at home with their loved ones. Right,
100% correct. 100% correct. We do that. When we're traveling, I know that you and I have talked about this, and Betty and Dockery and Chad. We message each other back and forth when we get home or wherever we're going. make a post and let everybody know we made it where we was going. If we're out on the water and we get back to the ramps, hey, we're in safe, everything's good, and that's what family does. And I think it's a great deal, whether it be you and me, or you and Roger, or me and Chad, or whoever it is. Somebody knows that whoever it is in safe and everything's going good, and that's what you're supposed to do to make sure that everybody in the group is safe and sound.
100% correct.
They still got 45 people in chat. Wow, this is amazing.
Crappie Day John says, y'all talk about cold. I got to go sell ice cream all day tomorrow. My wife would like to talk to you, Crappie Day. If you're an ice cream
fan,
she'd open an account.
Yeah, me too. Hog leg. Tim Molina says hog legs coming on at the Boar's Nest next. Best catfishing late night chat in North America. I've actually been in there a couple of times with them guys, and they have a lot of good times.
I bet you Tim's never said that about your show or my show, Lal.
I don't know. I sure enjoy him.
I do like Tim. I just like
I like that. Matt says, I don't care what Chad says. You guys are all right.
Thanks, bud.
He does talk about us, though.
Mm-hmm. Usually for an hour a week.
Yeah, about that.
And that's just on his show, at least an hour a week.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But, hey, for those that didn't know it, Dockery got on some crappie today. I don't know how many he caught, but it was several.
Yes, he's in the lead again.
That's you got to give it to the guy.
I do, but I like giving him a hard time.
I got
he gets so angry. Did you see that when I mentioned that yesterday? What did he do? He had poor Katie drag him out, right? To go. He said he wasn't going to go fishing.
Yeah.
And then he had poor Katie, and then he still didn't beat me, and that got him so mad he went out again today.
He couldn't stand it.
Could not stand it.
But you got to give it to the guy. He can catch some fish. He really can. And he's got some great places to fish up there too. And they're the places he's fishing are not on his farm. They're out in public water.
He drives quite a bit. You'd be surprised how many miles they put on a car to get him where he's got to fish.
Absolutely, because him and Katie's got doctor's appointments and different appointments that they have to make and do, and they go to them places, and he knows where there's a pond or a lake or a community hole someplace everywhere they go, man.
Once I get these bigger fish figured out on bigger water, it will be nice. I can always get a number, but no big blues yet. You can always get numbers, but no big blues yet. Are you doing the same thing, Brad?
Look outside the box.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you got to take a step back. If you catch a numbers of fish, sometimes you got to leave fish to catch the big fish. I know
that's
people
right.
Never leave fish to catch fish, but if you're after big ones, leave the small ones to find.
It is hard to do. It is really hard to do. Leave fish to catch fish, but sometimes that if you want a big fish, that's what you have to do. And I did notice a guy, and I'm not sure which chat it was in. Somebody was saying that they didn't think that big fish travel in multiples. Well, I have a friend of mine, Ricky Brackett, that works for, he's a barge captain for some of the big barges, and they don't really have depth finders on those, but what they have is what they call a sounder, and it's a rod that goes down in front of the barges to keep them from running into stuff in the river.
And those basically work just like a fish finder.
Basically is the same thing. And Ricky told me, and he's told me this several times, but years ago he said, big fish will almost always have a mate. It may be bigger, it may be smaller, but you'll always see them in a pair. And he said, if you find one big fish, there'll be another big fish really close by. And he had one that he chased for years. He called it Hercules. And finally, it just disappeared. Now, whether somebody caught it, whether it died, whether it moved off, I don't know. But it was down around the Platten Rock boat ramp area. And he would say, well, I seen it today. I found this fish. He knew where it hung out. And he'd had it on once, but never got it in. And he said it was giant. But he's the guy that when his buddy used to fish with him, they catch a big fish, and he'd take bolt cutters and cut his Gamakatsu hooks to keep him from stressing out the fish. So big guys, Harold Dodd and him used to fish together a lot. There's no better fisherman in the entire world than Harold Dodd. He's just one of the greatest of all time. So, but they catch a lot of big fish. But Ricky said they almost always are in pairs.
You know, that makes sense. You figure the small fish wouldn't hang out with them big fish for fear of getting eaten.
That's exactly the reason they don't, because they're worried about getting eaten.
When they either pair up or more, they're equal competition. They're in no danger of one another. So
I agree 100%. Tim Molina says, kind of like us fat guys are always married. That's right. And
that's how their wives keep us, to get us fat.
Never eat in a restaurant where there's a skinny cook.
Amen. I've also heard never eat Chinese food on a Monday. That's the night they give the chefs off and the waiters are cooking. It's what I've been told always.
I agree 100%.
Well, Brad, you're doing the right thing. You're working it. You'll come across those fish. They're few.
Yeah, they'll be there. They'll be there. I don't know if you're fishing the Ohio River or just where you're fishing.
I believe he's fishing the Ohio, if I'm not mistaken.
The Ohio, you know, people talk about the Ohio and it being so tough right now, but it's always been tough. It's never been known for as a giant fishery. There's great fish in there.
Good.
Huh?
J-Dog and Tar did pretty good this year.
They did do pretty good, and you'll catch some good ones in there once in a while. And there is some good ones in there, but they're hard to get. And the commercial fishing industry has been hard on it, but it's just never been known as a giant fishery like the Mississippi or the Missouri or the James River or some of them places. But they're there. You just got to put your time in and find them and keep going after them. That's the key, is keep going back and once you find them, keep chasing them down.
Fishing in places you don't think they're going to be at, like super current.
And fish places where nobody else is at.
Yep, because they're it's not like that they're smart, but they get to be habit forming like any.
That's correct.
And if they're safe, they want to be safe, they want to be comfortable, and they want to be fed.
Yep. Never eat there on a Monday. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
Oh, we're talking about the Chinese food restaurants, remember?
A 46-pound blue, and that's a great fish. I don't care where you're at. That's 46 pounds of great fish.
Yeah, I'd like to get onto a 50-pound blue. I'd be happy with a 50-pound blue, most definitely. I'm not close enough to travel, but I think that maybe with the help of somebody who knows how to bump and has a white tracker boat and co-host the show with me might be able to hook me up.
I would love to help you do that. We need to meet up to St. Louis one day and spend a couple of days down there. We'll start at the nursery, which is downtown St. Louis, and go down through there. There's a place they call the nursery where there's always a bunch of barges parked up. You can bump alongside those barges and usually put in anywhere from 10 or 15 pound to 50 or 70, 60 pound fish pretty consistently. And then if we're not getting what we want, we'll go up to the dam and at Alton and try to get in some bigger ones. Hey.
Welcome back.
Give me just a second. I'm gonna mute you for a minute.
All right, we'll be here. Matt says, hey, get in line, mister. I think he's talking to me now. Little does he know that this has been going on for a long time.
Yeah, we were supposed to fish together last summer. We was actually, for a lot of people don't realize it, Mark, but you and I was supposed to fish a tournament in Cindy in Kansas City last summer,
Yeah.
and things didn't work out where we did.
All American tournament, right? It didn't work out as well, but
Right, All American Catfish Tournament is what we supposed to fish, and things didn't work out where we could make it. So, there'll be another time come up, but if we can get together in St. Louis sometime and go down there, we'll spend a couple of days and fish that area. I'm fairly familiar with it. If it's cold weather, we'll be on the Missouri. If it's warm weather, we'll be on the Mississippi. And
what we need to do, Lyle? We need to not tell anybody of our plans and just do it. And then one day we'll go live on one of the channels or on multiple channels multiple times.
I'm thinking that's what Mike Greenwell and I are going to have to do too.
And just surprise everybody.
I'm good with that. Yeah. See, the thing some people don't understand is Cindy and I grew up about 80 miles from St. Louis, downtown St. Louis, in a little old town called Bowling Green, North Missouri. And we used to go down there and fish a lot. And we run tournaments and fish tournaments down there for years and years and years. And we're pretty familiar with that area. And for a long time, Cindy's personal best come down there. And then she got some bigger ones after that. But she caught her first big fish in a tournament behind an island below the Melvin Price Dam. That was her first giant fish. Caught it on a 733 reel and a rod that I built for her, and still has the rod. I made her quit using the reels, but I'm going to let her start using them. She likes to use them because she can cast them better than she can the bait caster. She can cast bait casters. She just prefers the others. And when we was fishing tournaments, I didn't want her using them. I wanted her to use something that I knew we could get the fish in on.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
In a tournament situation. Hey, Duggar, what's going on, bud?
But yeah, we could meet up down there sometime, and that's not too far from you, St. Louis. And what?
No, not too far. Maybe 6.5 hours, 6 hours.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm still going to get on Truman with you and Kim. That would be a blast.
We can make that happen anytime. You just come on down. We'll stay at the house, and we'll just run up there and go. I'm an hour from Truman, an hour from Lake Ozark, 30 minutes from Palm de Terre and Stockton. So yeah,
maybe we can stop at Truman and just fish for a little while, and then keep driving down to Grenada in Mississippi. And
that's not how you're going the wrong direction. But I would go to, if we could afford it, I had the funding to do it, we would have a place on Grenada Lake probably, and we'd go down there every winter and spend a winter.
That would be cool. Have
you used the Daiwa 7XJ braid? I have not. I am a big fan of the Suffix 832.
And so am I.
And I'm not saying I wouldn't try the Daiwa braid, but I really, really like that Suffix.
I've heard lots of good things about J-braid. Usually, the people I know that use it are usually bass fishermen and walleye guys. I don't know any cat fishermen that have tried it. So if you use it, Brad, let us know what you think.
Absolutely, yeah. That Suffix has been so good to me.
Wait, Lyle, let me interrupt you here. Look, I think Jody's backing up that trailer. Look, straight as an arrow. I bet you half the guys in cat can't do that.
Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. But Brad, that 832 Suffix, I like it so well. I bought a 3,500 yard spool of it the last time I bought it. So if that tells you anything, it's got some coating on it of some kind that is amazing. Yeah, Jody's badass backing that trailer up.
Yeah, I highly, Brad, go out and buy you a small spool of it, spool up one of your reels with it, and see if you like it. That can't
absolutely. And if I find some of that 7XJ, I'll try some of that because I'll try about anything. I've had people send me hooks and all kinds of stuff to try over the years, and some of it I like and some of it I don't. And if I like it, I tell people I like it. If I don't like it, I just don't usually say anything. But I tell you something, I am pretty thrilled with though, Mark.
What's that, Lyle?
Is these Brad Connell sinkers?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, look, Brad. Look right here. Look at this.
These are way cool, man.
Hey, this
Way
reminds
cool.
me of Chad's sponsor.
Got a hold of it. Balls deep tackle.
Balls deep tackle.
These are way cool. These are very well made. If you guys need any sinkers, you need to get hold of Brad. He does a great job on
he
these.
just posted a picture. He's got a bunch of them made up, ready to go.
Heck yeah, man. Very reasonably priced and quality product.
You know, Lyle, one of the reasons why I like that suffix, not just because of the coating, I think it's the right diameter. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. When you're fighting bigger fish on braid, on a bait caster, if the diameter is too thin, it'll pull back through itself.
Matt, I have not tried to be on braid yet.
It'll do that. If you're running 50-pound braid, it has a habit of doing that. 65-pound is kind of the line.
Yeah.
So if that J braid diameter matches, it'd probably be a good bet.
Yeah.
Or you could just go heavier with the jade braid if it's at a thicker diameter or one. Let's say their 80-pound braid is equal in diameter to like the 832 65-pound.
Well, I run 80-pound, but yeah, you're right. That's exactly right. Got more and more colors, he says.
I saw that. Cool stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's good stuff. Quality. I really like the way that the coating is dipped on the bottom and the heat shrink on the top. I don't see these things getting tore up at all. I just don't. I mean, they're very well made. Very impressed with these sinkers. I can't wait to get out and try them. I know that they're going to work just perfectly. You're going to lose some dragging and drifting like I do because that's basically how I fish once the water gets over 50 degrees. So once in a while, you're going to lose one. You're going to have issues happen, but I don't see these getting hung up much at all. Do you, Mark?
I do not.
Brad says it's marine grade heat shrink. It's really cool. Man, they're very well made. Man, look at the rod holder she's got on that.
Brad, don't give away your secrets, but keep that stuff to yourself.
Yeah, no kidding.
She's got those all the way around the boat in the back too.
Yeah, if they was Driftmaster, she'd really have something.
Those who know.
Got to give her some stuff. You guys done a great job tonight. Jody really backed that trailer in there good.
Oh, you loaded it up, lickety split. You ladies did fantastic.
Like you've been doing it your whole life.
Well, not a pontoon boat, but a regular boat. Yeah.
Hey, whatever it takes.
I couldn't tell the difference.
This one's a little bit bigger, so whenever I'm pulling it up on the trailer, I'm a little skittish.
I got a question for you.
What's that?
Did you have fun tonight?
Oh yeah, always.
Oh, there you go. The night's a success.
That's right. Any night on the lake is a good night.
You're correct. Now personally, I'm not a big night fisherman. I used to be, but not as much anymore. But just being on the water is fun.
Yeah, it is. Here, you want me to hand you the phone, Jody? Or what do you want me to do? Okay. Yeah, Joe, the phone's about to die, and she's off the boat. And so I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up.
Okay.
Already?
Sorry to cut short tonight, guys, but this wind was whipping.
That's all right, ladies. Great job. Sorry you didn't get on anyone. Thanks for having us, Lyle.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming on and hanging out with me. I appreciate you.
Oh, anytime, my friend. Anytime.
All right, bud. I'll shoot you a message when we get off of here.
Okay. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Lyle. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.
Jody says bye.